Hello everyone, welcome to What If Deku Survive a Zombie Apocalypse in School Live movie. Before we start, please go support Cesar Mendoza 290,316 for writing that awesome fanfic. This is the translated version I made. There will be some mistaken characters' gender, but of course Deku is a male. Izuku trying to survive a zombie apocalypse with his friends. Chapter 1 beginning. We see a couple of children sleeping peacefully, but a dog arrives and begins to lick the cheek of a green-haired boy. Izuku. Hehe Teramaru, I'm already awake, he said laughing and waking up. Izuku. Good morning Teramaru, well wake up Yuki by putting Teramaru on the cheek of a pink-haired girl. Yuki zzz 5 more minutes Izuku. Izuku no Yuki-chan there you have to go to classes already wake up, said smiling a green-haired man of approximately 17 years old, but he was small. Yuki. Okay I'm awake now hello love said smiling. Izuku. Hello love. They both give each other a little kiss Izuku Yuki. Disgusting wiping their mouths. I remembered Norbit XD. Yuki. Well love let's go to class right now, since I don't want to miss it said super happy. Izuku. Okay love. Yuki. Not there it's already too late for us looking at the clock and quickly the two of them stand up and start to dress in their uniforms and leave the dorms. Yuki. Good morning everyone said super happy. Izuku. Silence love there's some who are already in class. Yuki. Yes sorry better let's go have breakfast. Izuku. Okay Yuki. Yuki. Erase whoever arrives last is a rotten egg. Izuku. I will win by starting to run. So the two started running super fast until they reached a room. Yuki. I beat you love. Izuku. Yes I am the rotten egg said with a depressive aura. Yuki. Calm down love very soon you will beat me one day she said, smiling and hugging Izuku and giving him a kiss on the cheek. Izuku. Okay love well let's go in. So entering Izuku and Yuki. Izuku Yuki. Good morning everyone they said smiling. Kurumi. Oh hello Izuku-kun hello Yuki good morning. Nikken. Hello Izuku-kun hello Yuki senpai good morning he said smiling. Rai-san. Hello Izuku-kun hello Yuki senpai good morning said smiling. Izuku. Hey Kurumi, why do you always carry it? Are you going to plant something with that shovel? Curious. Kurumi. Hey how naive you are Izuku-kun I will use the shovel for other things said smiling. Yuki. Hey Nikken what are you reading maybe is Twilight he said with stars in his eyes. Nikken. And it is not a horror book not a romance book said embarrassed. Izuku. Well it seems so. Kurumi. Hey don't ignore me he said with a drop on his head. Yuki. Wait a moment smelling the air, oh it's spaghetti she said with stars in her eyes. Nikken. Yes the food is almost ready. Rai-san. The food is here. Izuku. Okay I'll help you Rai-san going to help and Teramaru gets on the table. Nikken. Well it seems you're hungry Teramaru come get off the table. I'm going to feed you. But Teramaru would just ignore her giving Nikken a depressive aura. Nikken. Hey Teramaru get off the table giving off an aura of fear. Scaring Teramaru. Izuku. Calm down Nikken I'll feed him. So opening a box of crickets and giving them to Teramaru. Izuku. Here little Teramaru, eat, you need a lot of energy, he said smiling. Yuki. Come on, love, the food is getting cold. Izuku. I'm going, love. So sitting on the chairs. Everyone. Enjoy your meal everyone said happily starting to eat but Yuki. Ate super fast. Izuku. Love eat slowly savor your food look at Nikken. Everyone saw Nikken which she was eating quietly savors her food and realizes that they were watching her. Nikken. Don't look at me like that said half blushing. Yuki. Don't be like that you are cute eating said smiling. Nikken. Thanks Yuki-chan. Yuki. There it's getting too late for us eating super fast, let's go love holding Izuku's hand. Izuku. See you later girls bye. The three. Okay Izuku goodbye Yuki, Izuku. So the two started to run while Yuki took Izuku by the hand. Yuki narrates. Hello, I'm Yuki Takea, I'm from the last year of elementary school and he's my boyfriend. Izuku, just Izuku, used to be my best friend but now he's my boyfriend and my husband. We both love going to school a lot and we never miss classes. Megumi. Hey guys, don't run in the hallways. Yuki. Oh, hello, teacher Megumi, said happily. Megumi. I've told you many times not to call me Megumi, I'm teacher Sakura, said calmly. Yuki. I'm very sorry, but I promise that we won't run in the hallways anymore. Megumi, thanks Yuki. Yuki. Well, goodbye Megumi, see you, let's go, love. Taking Izuku by the hand and running through the hallways. Megumi. I told you not to run, he said with a drop of sweat. Thus arriving at classes where the two sat down. Student 1. Hello married couple. Yuki. Hello everyone. Student 2. Seriously, how did the two of you meet to become spouses? Yuki. Well. Flashback. We see Izuku and Yuki in kindergarten, even though Izuku was a little distant from everyone since he was afraid of socializing until Yuki arrives. Yuki. Hello, my name is Yuki, what's your name? But Izuku remains silent. Yuki. Calm down, I'm not going to do anything to you, he said smiling. Izuku. My name is Izuku. Yuki. Do you want to play with me since I feel a little lonely? Izuku. It's okay, I'll play with you. Thus beginning a beautiful friendship where little by little they began to feel something for each other and where one day the two were under a tree. Yuki. Now I declare you my husband putting a candy ring on Izuku. Izuku. And I declare you my wife putting the candy ring on and Yuki licks it. Yuki. It tastes like lemon. Izuku. It knows a strawberry mine sucking hers. Yuki. I think we have to kiss. Izuku. And how do I do that confused? Yuki. Well I've seen married and boyfriends who have to join their lips with the others. Izuku. Okay. So the two began to get closer and kiss. Izuku Yuki. Disgusting wiping their mouths. Izuku. Well now we are boyfriends and husbands, hehe said blushing. Yuki. Yes and we will be very happy together love. Izuku. Yes love. End of flashback. Yuki. And that's what happened. Izuku. Love I didn't have to tell that story he said blushing. Yuki. What's wrong with them knowing that you are my husband he said calmly and smiling. At that the teacher arrives. Teacher. Very well class we are going to begin. Thus starting the classes but Yuki falls asleep. Izuku. Love don't fall asleep wake up already. Yuki. Yes sorry. That's when Mikan comes in. Mikan. Hey guys come on let's go look for him Teramaru is already lost said worried. Yuki. Teacher can we go? Teacher. Okay but get there quickly. Yuki. Then let's go look for him. So the two left the class. Mikan. And they were having class. Izuku. Well I don't know I wasn't paying attention. Yuki. Obviously we were having math. Izuku. Look there is Teramaru looking at the dog. Yuki. I'm going for you Teramaru running like Naruto grabbed Teramaru. But they see that they enter a room, opening the door alone. Izuku. How could he do that running through it and they enter the room, but Teramaru comes out the other side. Izuku. There he will escape from us running like that through the pole they reach the roof and Teramaru throws himself into Kurumi's hole. Kurumi. Don't worry guys I caught him come here Teramaru chasing him until. Rai-san. Stop running in the hole Teramaru said super it would scare everyone. Izuku. Rai-san now you understand now you can lower your aura he said nervously. Rai-san. Sorry it's so he would understand. So they went down to the kitchen and they started eating cookies. Yuki. Yummy yummy what delicious cookies he said with stars in his eyes. Megumi. I see what's going on, you forgot, right? Yuki. What a curious thing, teacher Megumi. Megumi. You forgot to take Teramaru for a walk again, right? Yuki. Oh yes, it's true, I forgot to take Teramaru for a walk. I'm very sorry, but don't worry, I'll stop by tomorrow, but first I have to get my backpack. I have to go and I love you girls, she said smiling, scaring everyone. Going out to get her backpack and grab it. Yuki. Well, goodbye guys, she said smiling. Student. Goodbye Yuki. Mikan Izuku. Yuki wait, she said something worried about her friend. Yuki. What's up Mikan let's go because tomorrow there will be classes she said smiling and Izuku hugs her. Izuku. I love you very much Yuki. Yuki. Me too love giving her a kiss on the cheek. So the three of them left but suddenly. Izuku. Not this way love seeing nothing more and nothing less than many zombies. Yuki. Okay love. So the three of them left becoming very silent in the hallways since there were many zombies and they all went to sleep. Chapter 2 Memories. Kurumi. Hey senpai. Senpai. Tell me Kurumi. Kurumi. It's just that I don't know how to ask you. Senpai. Calm down, you can talk to me about anything, calm down. Kurumi. Well, I was wondering if you could go out with me this weekend. Senpai. Okay, I agree, how about 5 p.m., is that okay with you? Kurumi. Okay senpai, but she would be in shock since senpai turned into a zombie. Senpai. What's happening, you don't love me like that anymore, right? Then you and I will be one. He opened his mouth and was about to eat Kurumi, but. Kurumi. Waking up suddenly seeing that her friends were still asleep. Kurumi. That damn nightmare again it's the 8th time I dream about the same thing I must get over it she said annoyed and falling asleep again. The next day. Mikan. Good morning Izuku-kun, Yuki-chan it's time to get up. Izuku. I'm coming, hey Mikan-chan, wake up, shaking Mikan. Yuki. 5 more minutes, love said sleepily. Mikan. Nothing for 5 minutes, Mikan, wake up, hitting a stick with a pan. Yuki. Yeah Mikan, I'm going to wake up in 5 minutes, sleeping again. Mikan. Like in 5 minutes, with a vein on my forehead, and throws the stick at his head. Yuki. Okay, now I'm rubbing my head and starting to change, and leaves the room. Mikan. You know Yuki, you have to. Get up early or you'll miss breakfast. Yuki. Yes, but you didn't have to be aggressive like that, rubbing her head. Mikan. Sorry, you didn't wake up and breakfast was already there. Yuki. Wait, smelling. Mikan. What's going on, confused. Yuki. There's no time to lose, run Mikan, love's starting to run like Naruto. Izuku. Love, wait. Yuki. Where is he, running the two, but sees that he arrives at the dining room and Yuki screams with happiness. Yuki. Yes. Mikan. What a delicious curry you made, Rai-san. Kurumi. Yes, there to stay strong and healthy forever. Mikan. Yes, and be young forever. Kurumi. Yes, and always be very beautiful and young. That hurt Megumi a lot since she was already 20 years old, she was already a big lady. Yuki. Oh yes, it's true, their exams. Megumi. You studied right. That made Yuki cry comically. Izuku. Why are you crying, Yuki-chan, confused. Yuki. Why didn't I study for today's spelling test, crying comically. Izuku. Well, I think you would have good luck today, he said, smiling. Yuki. Thanks, love, giving him a kiss. Izuku. Yuki. Disgust, wiping his mouth. Why does it remind me so much of Norbit? Yuki. Well, love, let's go, already taking Izuku's hand and leaving the classroom. Izuku. Goodbye, girls. Kurumi. Rai-san. Mikan. Goodbye, Izuku-kan. Yuki-chan. The two left. Mikan. I'm very worried. Kurumi. What's wrong, Mikan? Something. Mikan. It's just that yesterday Yuki-senpai was talking to nothing again and Izuku was just playing along and again he talked to Megumi. Why is this happening to him? Rai-san. Remember that all this affected her a lot and more. What happened to Megumi? You must understand that she is in another reality where everything remains the same here, she said, half sad for Yuki. Kurumi. Well, at least she has Izuku by her side, that is something important. No, she said, smiling. Rai-san. Yes, you're right, he laughing a little. Kurumi. Well, I'm going to do my patrol. Kurumi. Abisazawa is going to do her patrol, said, smiling. Mikan. Be careful out there. Rai-san. Take good care of yourself. Kurumi. That's what I'll do, going out to patrol. Megumi. Okay, now Yuki, these are the sentences that I put in the pisserin, please go look for the subject, the verse and everything, said, smiling. Yuki. Okay, standing up. With Kurumi. Kurumi. Okay, the barrier is super protected and the rope is very tight, seeing the barrier that she made, and goes to another place. With Mikan. Mikan. Very well, here in this box are 2 instant soups. Rai-san. 2 instant soups, writing it down in his notebook. Mikan. 2 drinking waters and a bag of chips and some cookies. Rai-san. We have to save now or else we will run out quickly. Mikan. And we have a freshly made spaghetti soup and that is all there was in the box. Rai-san. Very well, I think we can survive with that for a few weeks or so. Mikan. You're right, but see, Rai-san sees the window. Rai-san. When is all this going to end? Mikan. Hey, calm down, it's not bad, I think half the country is like this, I think they will open more shelters out there. Rai-san. It could be the whole country. Mikan. But calm down, we will get out of here no matter what and they will rescue us, he said, smiling, hugging Rai-san. Rai-san. If you're right, drinking coffee. Mikan. Do you think they are still conscious or remember something curious? Rai-san. Maybe, since all the zombies are from here from school and I think they remember who they are in the past, maybe a part of them are not completely dead, looking at the window. Mikan. You're right. But Izuku and Yuki. Megumi. That is not the subject, that is not the verse and that is not the abbreviated with a drop on the head. Izuku. I'm going to the bathroom. Yuki. You can go to the bathroom. Megumi. Of course you can go. Yuki. Yes, you can go, Izuku. So Izuku went out and was walking down the halls, but he heard a strange noise, thinking it was a zombie, and takes out a knife that he had in his pocket and hides, and sees that Kurumi was jumping the barricade since she wanted to attack a zombie. Izuku. Not there, what do you do, said, scared. Kurumi. You will not eat anyone again, giving her a strong blow to the head that left her on the ground bleeding, and Kurumi was about to kill her, but Kurumi would be in shock since she began to remember everything that happened to her. Izuku. Not there, starting to run towards Kurumi and jumps the barrier. Kurumi. But reacting, and the zombie was going to bite her, but Izuku arrives and sticks his knife in the zombie's throat, making it bleed a lot. Izuku. Kurumi-chan, are you okay, hugging her. Kurumi. SSS yes Izuku thank you very much he said, smiling and hugging Izuku. Izuku? You're welcome that's what friends do hugging Kurumi and the two jumped to the other side. With Yuki. Megumi. Well class is over so come tomorrow so you can learn more things tomorrow study multiplications Yuki. Yuki. Of course teacher Megumi. Megumi. And for homework you are going to do a test of courage and bravery so I want to see your homework today. Yuki. Yes, Megumi-san. Leaving grabbing Izuku and Yuki's backpack and runs off where she found Izuku and the others. Yuki. Girls. Izuku. What's up love? Yuki. It's time for a test of courage hugging Teramaru. Everyone. A test of courage. Izuku. I don't know love it's just too late to do that test of courage. Yuki. Come on love just do it at night since the monsters are no longer there. Izuku. Okay. Kurumi. Okay let's do it. Rai-san. Let's go at night then. Yuki. Yes hugging Teramaru tighter. So night came and everyone jumped the barrier. Nikken. Well let's walk in silence. Izuku. How strange where are the monsters? Kurumi. It's true where are they all? Rai-san. Maybe they appear during the day and at night they leave. Nikken. This is really strange. Yuki. Let's quickly do the test of courage. Kurumi. Shut up Yuki lower your voice they can hear us a little nervous. Yuki. Kurumi-chan, don't tell me she's scared of ghosts, said mockingly. Rai-san. It's not that, yes, they can appear here out of nowhere, so keep quiet. Yuki. Oh, don't be exaggerated, but go to Megumi, oh, hey, Megumi-san said happily. Megumi. Hey, Rai-san just said to lower your voice. Yuki. So sorry. Megumi. But I see you're doing your test of courage I congratulate you take giving her a kiss on the forehead. Yuki. Yes hugging Megumi, thank you very much said smiling. Kurumi. Well there we go Yuki. Yuki. Well goodbye Megumi-san said smiling and saying goodbye. Megumi. Keep going Yuki I will be here watching the area be very careful. So everyone was advancing and arrived at a half-open door. Izuku. Well are you ready taking out a knife? Kurumi. Yes Izuku grabs his shovel and they kick and turn on the light and see a warehouse full of food. All? Yes. Izuku. Yes we have food. Yuki. Wow here they're chips and cookies with soda. Rai-san. Yes there is a lot of food. Nikken. I asked if this food is good. Izuku. Yes look at the date in 3 months it expires. Yuki. I screaming and everyone runs away. Izuku. What's wrong love? Yuki. Look, they inflate to 20 times their original size, a great step for science. Kurumi. You called us just for that. Yuki. Yes why smiling taking out a drop of sweat from Izuku and the girls a vein in the forehead. Kurumi. Do not scare us during a test of courage she said annoyed strangling Yuki in a comical way. Yuki. Sorry. Izuku. Calm down let's go already with the food. Nikken. Let's go. So everyone carried a backpack full of food and they all walked but Teramaru gets away from Yuki. Izuku. Do not come Teramaru come here. So they followed Teramaru to a library. Yuki. Come Teramaru come, but someone was covering his mouth. Megumi. Silence there a monster covering her mouth. Rai-san. Hey Yuki-chan where are you but hears a noise and is horrified as she sees a zombie. Rai-san. Hey. Izuku. A zombie taking out his knife and Kurumi and Izuku pounced on him and Izuku stabs him in the heart and Kurumi stabs him in the skull, causing him to die quickly. Izuku. Ready now let's go before more come. Kurumi. Yes let's go. So everyone left from there and arrived at their bedroom where they went to sleep but Kurumi sees that Yuki was not covered and Kurumi was covering her. Kurumi. You will always be my best friend Yuki-chan said smiling and falling asleep. Chapter 3 That time. Megumi. Hello, I'm Megumi Sakura, a teacher at Megurigaoka High School, math and Japanese language teacher. If someone finds this letter, it's because I'm already a monster or if something happens that I'm no longer here with you. And if someone finds it, please take care of my students and protect them and save them from this world. And Izuku, Rai-san, Kurumi, or especially Yuki, I want to say that it was a great pleasure for me to be your teacher and most importantly, that you learned from me. Thank you very much. I love my students and I love you very much like my children. Above all, be brave in this world, but remember, I will always love you, my children. She said sadly since she didn't know what was going to happen. 3 days before all the chaos. Narrator. We see Megumi slowly waking up from her nap and she grabs her phone and puts it on to look at it. Megumi. What does my mom want? Confused and checking her cell phone, seeing that she had many congratulatory messages from Megumi's mother since Megumi has already started working as a teacher. Megumi. My mother always congratulating me, but I think it's time to change to go to school. So changing her clothes into her school clothes. Megumi. Ready another day of school smiling and going to have some breakfast, but look at her time. Megumi. There I'm not late getting up and going to get ready to go to school and gets ready and runs to her car where she started and was driving all over the city, but there was a lot of traffic. Megumi narrates. Hello, I'm Megumi Sakura, a math and Japanese language teacher, and this has been a somewhat difficult month since I have not been able to establish a friendship with my students. I want to be their friend since I do not want to be like the other teachers. I want to be different. At first, everyone told me that I would not be good at this, but I continued on my path of concentrating on education. That's why now I am a teacher and I like it, since Izuku and Yuki always pay attention to me, and they are always almost smart at everything. Especially Izuku, who I love very much, for some strange reason I consider him my son, but at least I am happy that he is a great student. End of narration. Megumi. I hope I am not late and because there are too many sirens, but her phone vibrates showing some images that showed that there was chaos in a part of the city, but she did not take it seriously and continued driving until she arrived at school. Principal. Professor Sakura is late. Megumi. I'm sorry, it was just that I was organizing my class and what we would learn today. Director. Okay, but you must understand the appropriate relationship to have with the students is one of learning, not of you is the best friend of all, and the students are her friends since lately she has been taking the classes to spend time with them, so she has to improve in that to be more strict with them. Megumi's mind. I am not cut out to be a teacher. Outside of Megumi's mind. Director. She understood everything I told her. Megumi. If it's okay I will try to improve my classes. Director. You better, well I'm leaving. Megumi. Thank you very much, bowing. Teacher. Don't worry, don't pay attention to him, he is very strict, but what a great relationship you have with your students, he said smiling. Megumi. Thanks watching TV, that Siva something ugly, a little worried seeing that there were some corpses on the highway that connected to the city. So the bell rang and Megumi went to her class where she had everything ready and Megumi after taking attendance took out some exams. Megumi. Well, take out your math book and open it on page 35 where we stayed while I give you your exams. Give your exams, Izuku. Yuki will stay to take the exam again, since you failed therefore you are going to go to extraordinary, so in the afternoon you stay. Izuku. Yuki. Yes teacher, they said bored. Yuki. How bad? Megumi. Megumi. Don't call me Megu, I'm teacher Sakura, but Yuki goes to her seat making Megumi a little sad. So the classes went by until the exit came and everyone left and Yuki approaches Megumi. Yuki. Professor Megumi. Megumi. Don't call me Megu, I'm Professor Sakura. Yuki. It's just that my love and I don't study, she said a little sad. Megumi. Calm down, don't worry, if you have any questions, let me know and I'll help you. Yuki. Thank you. So the hours passed where it got late and Yuki and Izuku were sad and she worried a lot. Megumi. Something's wrong guys. Izuku. We don't understand anything, I'm very sorry, Professor Sakura said sadly. Megumi. Calm down, when I was your age, studying was also complicated for me and I tried very hard and that's why I'm a teacher, she said smiling. Yuki. The truth is that Izuku-kun and I love learning with you and we try hard to learn a lot from you, she said smiling making Megumi smile and sits next to the two of them. Megumi. Then, let's work together, she said smiling, but she sees that someone was watching and runs away. Megumi. Stay here guys, I'm going to see who it was, leaving the classroom and saw Kurumi who was sitting and she saw that she was a little sad. Megumi. Hey, what's up, Kurumi, sitting next to him. Kurumi. I just don't know how to tell him. Megumi. Calm down, take your time, she said, smiling. Kurumi. It's just that he is a person who has interested me a lot, the truth. Megumi. You are in love, right? Kurumi. No, I'm not in love, said blushing. Megumi. Calm down, I assure you that he will be your Prince Charming and you will be happy just like Izuku and Yuki are calm, just take your time, she said smiling and going to the classroom, leaving Kurumi calmer. So he returned to the classroom. Izuku. Teacher Sakura, we are done, he said happily. Megumi. Very well Izuku-kun, I congratulate you, he said smiling and happy, but notifications start to arrive on his phone. He looks at it and is shocked by what he saw since he was watching a video of a zombie start to a person. Yuki. What are you looking at, approaching the phone? Megumi. You shouldn't look at someone else's phone, she said super nervous for what she saw. Izuku. Okay teacher Sakura, goodbye, I have to go. I was about to leave with Yuki, but Megumi takes them by the hands. Megumi. Wait, don't go outside, better let's go somewhere else, better to the roof, starting to run. Izuku. But I'm hungry. Megumi. Calm down up there is a lot of food going to the roof where they arrived and closed the door and saw Rai-san. Rai-san. Hello everyone smiling. Yuki. Hello Rai-san, what are you doing? Rai-san. Well, I've been growing the tomatoes and look Yuki, Izuku, some have already grown, look now the tomatoes are much bigger than they were. Yuki. Great. Rai-san. If you want grab some since I already have many. Izuku. Thank you very much, giving it one, eating the tomato. Yuki. And why are you alone, curious? Rai-san. The truth is I don't know, since nobody came today, it's only me, but at least my crops are good, smiling. Izuku. Can you help you? Rai-san. Yes sure, just water the plants and tomatoes please. Izuku. Okay, grabbing water and starts watering the plants and tomatoes. Megumi. At least we're fine now, she said calmer, but she receives a call and sees that it was from her mother. Megumi. Mom said, super worried. Meguni's mom. Are you okay Sakura, where are you? She said worriedly. Megumi. I'm fine mom, and how are you? She said worriedly. Meguni's mom. Whatever you do, save your students and take good care of yourself and protect yourself, she said to hang up and transform into a zombie. Megumi. Hey mom, super worried, but suddenly a huge explosion is heard and everyone sees the city. Izuku. But seeing all the zombies that were eating people, including the teachers. Megumi. This is very bad, we have to stay here. But suddenly you hear the door being knocked on loudly. Kurumi. Please open please, I have someone injured, she said upset, and Megumi went to the door and opened it, finding Kurumi who was bringing someone. Kurumi. Thank you very much, she said already calmer. Megumi. Well students, from now on we have to protect ourselves and we will be here until they rescue us, but she hears a strange noise and look, Kurumi's boyfriend has already turned into a zombie. Kurumi. Senpai, are you okay, she said worriedly, but the zombie lunged at her and she tried everything to get away, but she grabs a shovel and starts hitting him and kills him, and Yuki starts to cry from fear and Izuku hugs her. Yuki. I'm scared sniff, I'm very scared sniff, I don't want to die, sniff please, I don't want to die sniff. Izuku. Calm down love, nothing bad will happen to us now if we are here. So 3 days passed in which the boys put barricades in some points of the school, and now he was eating quietly. Megumi. Calm down Yuki-chan, don't eat so much. Rai-san. Listen, do you think the power will go out today, since there have been many blackouts lately? Yuki. But I like blackouts. Izuku. Teacher Sakura. Megumi. What's wrong Izuku? Izuku. I love her very much since she has protected us at all times, and that's why I love her very much, hugging her tenderly, and the three of them join in the hug. Megumi. Oh thank you very much son for that, hehe, he said smiling, hugging Yuki, Izuku, Kurumi and Rai-san. Thus arriving the night. Yuki. And that's how we met, she said calmly, blushing a lot to Izuku since Yuki told them the story of her love. Mikan. What a great story Yuki. Kurumi. How lucky you are Yuki-chan. Yuki. But I'm afraid of graduating and leaving my teacher alone who I love very much, said sadly. Rai-san. Calm down Yuki-chan, when you grow up you will go see her again. Yuki. It's true, I want to be a teacher like Megumi. Izuku. And I am a policeman, he said happily. Mikan. And I am a great writer. Megumi. Hello, are there bad girls playing after bedtime? She said playfully, and everyone falls asleep. Izuku. No, she said with a pout. Yuki. We're asleep, z, pretending to be asleep. Megumi. Well, sweet dreams to everyone and dream well, and if you're scared or something happens I'll be here because I'll never leave you alone, said smiling. Izuku. Good night teacher Sakura. Megumi. Good night Izuku. Rest like that. Megumi went on night patrol, watching that no zombie comes, and went to a room to write a letter. Chapter 4 Excursion. We see Yuki, who was drawing in a notebook and putting memories of what happened at her school and how they played and studied, and made many drawings of Megumi, and by the way she made one of her in a wedding dress and Izuku in a tuxedo, while pink petals fell, making me sigh in love, while Mikan continued reading and waiting for the others, and by the way he makes a small drawing, and then Kurumi, Rai-san, Izuku arrive. Kurumi. We're here. Izuku. Love, what are you doing? Curious. Yuki. Well, a memory album of our graduation love. Rai-san. That is something very nice that you did. Izuku. Love, why did you do that, blushing seeing the drawing of the wedding. Yuki. Well, very soon we will get married, right, said smiling. Izuku. Love, blushing covering his face. Rai-san. You're like a strawberry Izuku-kun. Kurumi. And who did, looking at the drawing that looks super pretty and detailed. Yuki. Mikan did it and said smiling, and Mikan looks at the drawing that she made something sad. Kurumi. Hey Mikan, who was she, pointing at the other girls who were behind her. Mikan. Her name was Kei, she was my best friend, sad remembering that day. Flashback. We see Mikan and Kei walking calmly through the streets. Mikan. Where do you want to go? Curious following her friend. Kei. Let's go to the mall, let's go quickly since some of Seiya's songs came out for my little recorder, she said super happy and runs away, and Mikan gets a huge drop of sweat and stops when he sees a TV, getting a little scared because he saw many corpses. Kei. Let's go. Mikan couldn't stand it anymore, pulling Mikan. So they arrived at the mall and Kei bought the album 1000 Forms of Fear by Seiya and listened to it on her mini music player. They will tell me that I am a boomer, but I had one of those music players that was the same as Kei had in the anime, and I knew how it works, and it was the best thing I had. Kei. But what good songs Seiya comes out, my favorite singer said happily listening to her music. Mikan. Well, let's go since I'm going to buy some books, but here's a bark causing her to jump a little in shock and looks at a dog in a little car. Kei. There, but how cute is there, how cute, I want to give him lots of kisses on his face, said super happy. Lady. I'm glad you like it, Teramaru. Mikan. Kei. Teramaru curious. Lady. That's right, it has a very pretty name, the truth is that he gave it to him because I thought it was a pretty name. Kei. What a beautiful dog with a pretty name, said smiling. Lady. With your permission I have to go. Kei. Goodbye, Teramaru said happily saying goodbye. Mikan. Can we go to the bookstore, I have to look for some books. Kei. Okay. So the girls went to the bookstore where Mikan began to read quietly. Kei. Great, you can read that, curious. Mikan. What's wrong with reading? Kei. That's what the Twilight movies are for. Mikan. But it's not the same since everything that happens comes here, and in the movie they cut too many important things from the book, he said, reading and going to pay for the Twilight book. Kei. And what do you want to do now, curious? Mikan. Maybe read my new book all day. Kei. You always think about reading, it's 2022, update yourself. Mikan. Well, that's how I am, what did you expect, he said smiling. Kei. That's why I love you so much, Mikan said happily. But suddenly some very loud noises of people screaming are heard, and the two look down and see people who were bleeding too much and some were moving super strange. Kei. But what did she say, scared? Mikan. Let's get out of here, holding Kei's hand, and they saw that the stairs were blocked and went to the elevators. Mikan. Well, now we will get out of here. But when they opened the door they saw many corpses there and someone turns into a zombie and the two run away. Kei. Run, Mikan runs, taking Mikan's hand. Mikan. But what were those things, said looking back. Kei. I don't know, but run. So the two arrived at a store where they got into the fitting rooms and Kei hides. What were those things, looking back? Mikan. I don't know, but run faster or they'll catch us running faster. Kei. Wait, I have an idea, come follow me, run in another direction, and Mikan follows her and arrives at a store where they enter the fitting rooms. Kei. Good, here nobody will find us. Mikan. Finally those things won't come to us, she said relieved. But suddenly a super strange noise is heard that scares the two. Kei. What was that, said nervously. Mikan. Silence, maybe they hear you. But someone enters the fitting room where the girls were and Kei grabs him. Kei. The puppy said happily. Mikan. Wait, maybe he's infected. Kei. I think not, looking at him closely, he doesn't have any bites. Mikan. But what about that blood stain, pointing at Teramaru's back. Kei. I think it's from the lady who I thought already passed away, but it doesn't matter, we will protect him and take care of him, said happily. Mikan. It's fine. I'm 2 weeks. Kei. Well, it's been 2 weeks, but at least we have food and water. Mikan said happily. Yes, you're right. But Teramaru starts barking, implying that there was a zombie nearby. Kei. Quickly, let's try to stop them from entering by putting their hands on the door who was covered with boxes, and the two of them put their strength and try to stop the zombies from entering until they left. Kei. What a relief they left, leaving the door. Mikan. Finally, when will all this end? A little annoying. Kei. Calm down, this will end, and surely they will come to rescue us, maybe someone will come to rescue us soon. Mikan. You're right. So spent the whole day until night where the two go to bed. Kei. Good night, Mikan. Mikan. Good night, Kei. The two get closer little by little and join their lips in a kiss since the two loved each other in secret, since their parents would not approve of their relationship at all, that is why they kept it a secret, and the two continued kissing, crossing their tongues, savoring the saliva of the other, and they separated with a thread of saliva. Kei. I love you, Mikan. Mikan. I love you too much, Kei, giving him another kiss. Sorry, I saw Lightyear, even though I think in the manga and anime, I feel that they are lesbians, I think. Meanwhile at school. Yuki. Oh, I had a great idea, waking up, Kurumi-chan wakes up, moving Kurumi, and Kurumi wakes up suddenly and turns on the lamp. Kurumi. What's happening, grabbing her cha. Yuki. I have a great idea for tomorrow, she said super happy. Kurumi. That's why you wake me up, let's see, tell me quickly, yawning. Yuki. The four of us are going, said animatedly. Kurumi. The four of us are so tired. Yuki. Tomorrow I'll tell you the rest. Kurumi. Sape giving him a sape. Izuku. What happens, sleepy? Rai-san. Yes, what happens, sleepy? Yuki. Sniff sniff, love. Kurumi-chan hit me, crying comically and hugging Izuku. Rai-san. Kurumi, I already told you not to hit. Kurumi. But he deserved it, with a vein in his forehead. Rai-san. Izuku. Don't be violent, scolding Kurumi while Yuki stuck out her tongue comically. Yuki. It's that I wanted to save the surprise for tomorrow, so better tomorrow I tell you everything. Kurumi. TSK, how do I know, going back to bed? Izuku. Well, Yuki-chan goes back to sleep. Yuki. Okay, love, giving him a kiss. Izuku. Yuki. Disgusting, cleaning his mouth. Never leaves my head in orbit. So everyone goes to bed and Yuki tries to fall asleep. Kurumi. Silence with a vein. Yuki. Sorry, is that the sape if it hurt me? Kurumi. Are you very noisy or not? Izuku. Rai-san, but he doesn't hear anything. Rai-san. Izuku confused. Rai-san. Izuku. Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z, sleeping deeply. Kurumi. You are super asleep with a drop of sweat. The next day we see Mikan waking up a little but sees something that confused her, and that was that Kay was grabbing her things. Mikan. Hey Kay, what are you doing? Confused. Kay. Sorry love, but I have to get out of here, grabbing her things. Mikan. Are you going to leave? She said, shocked. Kay. Yes, I am going to go out to look for help, but Mikan stands in front of her. Mikan. Hey, wait. Kay. Sorry, but my decision is made, I'm going out. Mikan. Please stay here, said sadly. Kay. So that we run out of food and water and die malnourished or wait for a monster to come and eat us. Mikan. Please don't go, I love you, said sadly. Kay. Mikan giving him the last one. That Mikan reciprocates like this. The kiss lasted a few minutes and the two separate with a thread of saliva. Kay. I'm going to do it for both of us, don't worry, I'll come back for you, love, and I promise that I will arrive safe and sound, and I promise you that we will get married and we will be very happy, she said, shedding some tears and giving him the last kiss. Kay. Goodbye my love. Mikan. Goodbye my love. So Kay leaves and Teramaru starts barking. Mikan. Shut up, screaming, super sad, making Teramaru sad, and Mikan realized what he said. Mikan. Sorry, forgive me Teramaru, please forgive me, please, said sadly, hugging, but Teramaru leaves the room and follows Kay. But the others. Yuki. Today what will we eat, love, jumping while grabbing Izuku's hand. Izuku. The truth is I don't know, since Rai-san always wants it to be a surprise. Yuki. Okay love. Thus arriving at the kitchen. Yuki. Oh, you prepared curry again, said happily. Rai-san. Yes, because the truth is that I do curry very well. Kurumi. You made the best curry, Rai-san. Rai-san. Well, prepare the dishes to eat. Izuku. Okay, putting the dishes. Everyone. Enjoy your meal. So eating, everyone. Izuku. And well love, what is that you wanted to tell us at night, curious while eating, making Yuki very surprised and get up excited and happy. Yuki. Yesterday love, the great thing of the year occurred to me, said happily. Rai-san. And that she is curious and eating. Yuki. Let's go on a trip, he said, shouting happily. Everyone. A trip, shocked. Kurumi. But the rules say that you shouldn't leave school for anything in the world. Megumi. I guess paralyzed, my Mini Cooper said, taking out a comical tear. Izuku. Then where are we going, curious, but Kurumi takes out a map. Kurumi. Well, we are here at school and we are somewhat close to a square, so if we drive fast, we can get to the square, so let's go to the square. Izuku. Well, let's go at once, grabbing her backpack. Kurumi. Okay, let's go at once, grabbing her shovel. Megumi. My Mini Cooper, crying comically. Yuki. Calm down Megumi, we will take good care of your Mini Cooper, enlarged Megumi's hand while crying comically. So everyone jumped the barricade and Kurumi and Izuku stand at the door. Kurumi. Are you ready, grabbing her cha? Izuku. Yes, I'm ready, taking out a large knife. Kurumi. Wing attack. So the two go out, seeing many zombies, and they began to cut off some of their heads, and Izuku cut the zombies' throats and Kurumi cut off their heads. Yuki. Great, let's go on an excursion, he said happily. Rai-san. Don't make noise, the other rooms are in class, said whispering. Yuki. Yes, sorry. Kurumi. Where is seeing many cars. Izuku. Have you already found it, Kurumi, stabbing a zombie. Kurumi. That's what I do, but there are many zombies ducking and burying their shovel in a zombie's throat. Izuku. Come follow me, taking Kurumi's hand, and they got on top of a car while the zombies surrounded him. Kurumi. Damn, where is she? Upset and cutting a zombie looking at the parking lot, but look at a little one that was the same as the plush keychain. Kurumi. I already found it, come follow me. So Izuku and Kurumi jumped from car to car until they reached Meguni's car and go down through the glass above. Izuku. Wait, I don't know how to drive. Kurumi. But I do. Izuku. But you don't have a driver's license. Kurumi. You don't need a license if you are in an apocalyptic world. Besides, I am older than you and I know how to drive a little. Starting the car where Rai-san starts driving crookedly. There where Kurumi and Izuku are, she said worriedly, seeing that some zombies were approaching, but they would be run over by Kurumi. Kurumi. Get in quickly. So everyone got in. Kurumi. Very well, hold on, I will drive like a tower of Fast and Furious. So Kurumi began to drive fast and takes a turn. Megumi. Careful, please do not destroy my car, please, said with fear. Kurumi. Well, there I go, stepping on the accelerator pedal and run over some zombies like that they left the school. Izuku. Yes, we did it. Kurumi. Good, now let our excursion begin. All. Yes, shouting happily. So Kurumi began to drive towards the square. Chapter 5 Meeting. We see Mikan waking up little by little and turns off the alarm and stands up, grabs a box of crickets, serves it and puts it right at the entrance of the door. Mikan. Teramaru eats, screaming a little, but doesn't hear anything, not even a bark, making Mikan sad. Mikan. I am so despicable that almost everyone hates me. First my girlfriend leaves, now this, said sad, but hears some zombies approaching and grabs the boxes tightly to try to keep the zombies from entering, but little by little they were entering and Mikan, in an act of fury, puts more force into grabbing the boxes and cuts off a zombie's hand, making everyone get out of there. Mikan. Why me? Because I was screaming super loud and out of desperation because I thought this was a nightmare. Meanwhile, with the others. Everyone was in the car while Kurumi continued driving. Yuki. Excursion, said happily. Megumi. It's the first excursion we're going to do this year. Yuki. How happy, I am very happy that we finally left school, said happily. Kurumi. It seems like there is a lot of joy today. Rai-san. You can even say it, Yuki is very happy that she finally left school. Yuki. Chocolate candy, soak me like a pianono from a display case, roll me like that with powdered sugar, sweeten me, and it's that you are my king, how cute you are my baby, phew phew, singing that song happily. Kurumi. The good thing is that she knows that part, not the whole song, he laughing a little. Like that they drove for 20 minutes until they arrived. Izuku. We finally arrived, getting off first and taking out 2 knives. Yuki. This excursion will be very unforgettable, said excitedly. Kurumi. You get very excited on the excursion, right? Yuki. Of course, because this is the first one we go on an excursion, and how exciting is this, said happily. Izuku. Yes, but remember that you must always be with us at all times, love, and for nothing in the world separate, okay? Yuki. Okay love, going ahead. Kurumi. I hope we find some food or find someone. Rai-san. Although I doubt it too much since the plaza is completely destroyed. Izuku. What worries me is that Yuki will move away from us. Kurumi. Calm down Izuku, she always follows you everywhere along with Megumi. Yuki. Let's all see what's in there, said super happy. Izuku. Let's go love. So entering, seeing that there were some zombies. Izuku. There is nothing full, seeing that it was full of zombies. Yuki. Well, of course love, why do many people come to buy in stores and couples go to the movies, said calmly. Izuku. Well, let's not waste any more time, and there we go. Kurumi. Okay. Megumi. Remember Yuki, do not separate from me or Izuku for anything in the world, okay? Yuki. Okay Megumi-san, said smiling. Izuku. Well, there we go. Kurumi. Okay. So they all ran towards the stairs where they go up, and Izuku and Kurumi were killing zombies on the way until they reached a music store where Izuku saw the curtain with force. Izuku. That was tiring. Megumi. Good job Yuki, be with me by my side or by Izuku's side. Said smiling. Yuki. Thanks Megumi-san. Rai-san. And what are we going to do now? Kurumi. Well, you stay here, I'm going to go investigate if there is food or water, running out of the store to look for food. Rai-san. Wow, she's not afraid of anything, looking at the store, since when are Billie Eilish and J Balvin very popular here in Japan, confused looking at the Colors album. Izuku. I love J Balvin and more the Colors album. Yuki. Megumi, who is your favorite singer, curious. Megumi. My favorite singer is Eminem and J Balvin, more for their songs Business by Eminem and Da Ghetto by J Balvin. Yuki. I could show myself a song. Megumi. Of course. Meanwhile with Kurumi. Kurumi was running super fast since some zombies were coming, and she arrives at a small supermarket where she quickly opens and gets in and slams the curtain. Kurumi. Damn, that was intense. The good thing is that I already arrived, she said, relieved. I'm going to look for food. I hope it's not expired or spoiled. Turning on a flashlight and walking silently through the aisles, finding some bottles of water that do work and saves them, and sees several cans of food. Kurumi. Great, some cans of food, maybe this could last us for several days, and grabs some, but someone puts their paw on the can. Kurumi. Seeing Teramaru, and you, where did you come from? Already part of who you are, somewhat surprised, and Teramaru begins to bark with happiness. Kurumi. No wait, shut up, trying to shut him up, but sees several zombies approaching. Oh, buck, running out of there. But Izuku and the others. Izuku. And yoni singing Life Goes On by Oliver Tree. Yuki. You're my baby phew. Izuku. You know, Yuki, this song is like a parody of Eminem Stan. Yuki. Who is Eminem? And that Megumi and Izuku get a depressive aura because Yuki didn't know who Eminem was. Yuki. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't know he was your favorite singer, but calm down, I'm going to listen to one of his songs. I promise doing that the two of them are happy. Rai-san. You know, my favorite singer is Lil Nas X. I met him on TikTok, the truth, and the one I like, Industry Baby and Montero. At that, Kurumi arrives since she opened quickly. Rai-san. What's happening, she said worriedly. Izuku. Yes, what's happening, Kurumi-chan? Kurumi. Those things almost ate me alive. At least I was able to get out of there quickly, tired, and was going to close the door, but a little friend comes in at speed for a while. Kurumi. You again, she said, surprised to see the dog again. Yuki. There, but what a cute little dog, she said with stars in her eyes. Izuku. Hello little one, what is your name? But she sees the Teramaru approaches Yuki and puts the can of meat in front of her and sits down. Yuki. Wow, acting like a dog. Kurumi. Now you talk to the dogs, and Teramaru barks at him with happiness, making Yuki happy, and was going to hug him, but is stopped by Kurumi. Yuki. Hey, but what are you doing? I want the puppy, making a pout. Kurumi. Sorry, wait a bit. Izuku. Wait, Yuki, we don't know if he is infected. Rai-san. Well, let's see, puppy, come here, grabbing Teramaru, checking him. Izuku. He is infected, right? Rai-san. Fortunately not, and he has blood stains, maybe a zombie shed some blood, but he is well out of danger. Yuki. Come here, puppy, hugging Teramaru. Hi, I am Yuki, and this is my husband Izuku, and what is your name? He said, super happy, but Teramaru gives him a kiss. Yuki. Yeez, he loves me, lifting Teramaru. Izuku. Silence, love, do not scream, why can more people come? Yuki. Oh, sorry. Megumi. And what is your name? Yuki. His name is Teramaru, looking at his necklace. Rai-san. What a nice name. Kurumi. Well, let's go at once. So everyone left the store and go to another, and Yuki had Teramaru in her backpack so he wouldn't leave. Rai-san. An electronics store, wow, I always wanted some headphones. Izuku. Me too. Kurumi. Well, at least there are no zombies there. Rai-san. I'm going to take this, grabbing a small alarm. Yuki. Wow, I can grab it. Rai-san. Sorry, but it only has one rope, if we pull it won't ring. Yuki. Come on, please. Rai-san. No, Yuki. Yuki. Please. Rai-san. No, releasing a demonic aura, scaring Yuki. Yuki. Yes, it's fine, said scared. Kurumi. But why do you want it? A lot of bad people might come if you press it. Rai-san. I want it so that when they activate it, they all go to the sound. Izuku. Good idea, Rai-san. So everyone comes out. Rai-san. Well, we already have what we need. Izuku. Wait, but why don't we get clothes since we've been using them for a long time? Kurumi. You're right, Izuku, my uniform is starting to stink a little. Rai-san. Okay, let's go. So we arrived at a clothing store. Kurumi. Well, let's try on clothes. So the girls and Izuku started trying on clothes that fit him, and Izuku tried on clothes that fit him, and the girls and Izuku tried on swimsuits in case they ever went to the beach, and they tried on different types of clothes, and Yuki looks at Megumi. Megumi. Okay, I can do it, I haven't gone up that much, I'm not so fat that it doesn't fit, let's go just a little more, if I jump I could enter jumping, but I fall to the ground, making Yuki sweat a drop of sweat. Yuki. Hey girls, better to wait a little there since Megumi has some problem, she said with a drop of sweat, so everyone tries on the clothes. Kurumi. Wow, Izuku, the clothes you chose fit you well, but it is necessary to take that clapperboard. Seeing Izuku folding a brown leather jacket. The Scott Kennedy lion jacket. Izuku. What does it have? It will look good on me in the future when I become a great police officer, he said, smiling. Rai-san. If you say so. Yuki. Megumi-san, I want to give you this as a gift, she said, smiling. Megumi. Will you buy it for me? Curious. Yuki. Yes, of course, since it reminds me a lot of you more because of the antenna, said calmly. Megumi. Hey, making a pout. Yuki. Calm down even so you look super cute like that said smiling. Megumi. There thanks said smiling. Yuri. I'll go pay for it. Izuku. Here Yuki giving him 20 yen. Yuki. Thanks love giving him a kiss. Izuku Yuki. Disgusting wiping their mouths. Damn I remember Norbit a lot. Rai-san. Well let's go couple of lovebirds with a drop of sweat and leave the money and was about to leave, but Teramaru starts barking. Izuku. No Teramaru covering his mouth, but Teramaru barks louder. With Mikan. Mikan. Teramaru must be in danger I should go help him, but I'm scared, but he remembered the Kiji is still out there somewhere, book everything grabbing his backpack and running away. But the other. Izuku. Okay Teramaru already shut up already calm down giving him a cookie that Teramaru makes him shut up. But they see a person running quickly. Kurumi. Hey wait running after her, damn where is she looking in 100 where she enters a room, but is very horrified since what she was seeing is many zombies watching a movie and Kurumi runs away. Kurumi. Running while the zombies came out of the cinema scaring everyone and Izuku grabs Yuki's hand and they quickly leave the plaza. Kurumi. Finally we got out of there the good thing is that now we are fine. Rai-san. Well, let's go. But they hear someone scream super loud. Izuku. Did you hear that? Megumi. Yeah someone is inside. Yuki. I'm going to go help her running inside. Izuku. No Yuki wait. With Mikan. Mikan. Someone help me please help me screaming at the top of her lungs and the zombies surrounded her on all sides and she thought that this was her end but. Yuki. Hey already stop screaming and the zombies see Yuki and go towards her but. Izuku. Hey ass face. Rai-san. Hey come here screaming and removing the ribbon and an alarm starts to sound and Izuku and Kurumi run towards Mikan and starts killing all the zombies until they cleared the air. Izuku. Come on girl come with us grabbing Mikan's hand and everyone gets out of there. Mikan. Thank you very much for helping me. Rai-san. No, my name is Rai-san. Mikan. My name is Mickey but you can call me Mikan. Izuku. Let's go, there they come entering the car. Rai-san. Come on but Mikan look at the square. Mikan. I finally got out of here, even though it was a little late, said sadly. Rai-san. Let's go, taking Mikan's hand and everyone gets in the car and leaves quickly, leaving the place there. Chapter 6 Welcome. We see Mikan waking up little by little until he wakes up completely and the first thing he sees is Yuki smiling. Yuki. Oh finally you wake up I'm glad. Mikan. Where am I confused? Megumi. Give me some water maybe I'm still confused. Yuki. Yes Megumi-san grab water and pour it into a glass and give it to her. Yuki. Here you should drink something so you can hydrate yourself, she said smiling. Mikan. Okay, drinking water because I feel who you are. Curious. Megumi. Oh yes, that's true. Introduce yourself Yuki, since she doesn't know you yet, give your full name and everything about you, she said smiling. Yuki. I am Yuki Takeya from class 3C of Megurigaoka High School, he said smiling. Megumi. I'm Megumi Sakura, a teacher from here. Mikan. I see it's a pleasure to meet you Yuki. Megumi. And I have a depressing aura. Yuki. No Megumi, it's maybe I can't hear you calm down don't feel sad she said happily making Megumi smile. Yuki. I see that you are doing so well in the same school as me she said smiling. Mikan. I used to come here too, she said sadly. Yuki. But now things just got more interesting since we have clubs. She said happily. Mikan. Clubs, confused. Yuki. Yes, as the oldest, I'm going to guide you around the school. Mikan. In fact, I'm much older than you, you're 1.60 and I'm 1.70. Yuki. Yes, but I'm the smartest one here. Come, follow me, I'll show you the clubs, holding Mikan's hand. Mikan. Okay. So, Yuki grabs Mikan's hand. Mikan's mind. Why isn't K here? Maybe he's in a much better shelter. I hope he's not a zombie. Outside of Mikan's mind. Yuki. Look, Mikan. This is the room where my friends, Kurumi, Rai-san, and my husband Izuku sleep. Mikan. Do you have a boyfriend? Yuki. Yes. And we both slept together. She said happily. Come, I'll show you more, holding Mikan's hand and they arrive at the music room. Yuki. And this is the music room where we make a lot of music and a lot of art. Look. Grabbing a small music player and turning it on playing music. Yuki. See you like it said happily. Yuki. You waste battery said coldly. Yuki. What she said shocked, how can you say that about Beethoven, Bach and Mozart looking at you? Mikan. I don't care said coldly. Yuki. What do I do Megumi said nervously, whatever this is too heavy to carry giving the music player to Megumi. Megumi. And I can't it's super heavy trying to carry it. Mikan. Can we continue Yuki-senpai? Yuki. Oh, shocked, and in her head Yuki-senpai resonated over and over again. Yuki. Can you say it again, shocked? Yuki. Can we continue Yuki-senpai? Yuki. Oh, feeling chills. Mikan. How bad it feels. Yuki. Is that nobody had called me senpai. Megumi. You always wanted to be called that, right? Mikan. Then I should act responsible. Yuki. How strict you are, Mikan. Mikan. What is Mickey? No, Mikan. Yuki. Your name is Mickey, so you are Mikan, you like it, said happily. Mikan. I prefer Mickey. Yuki. Don't you think it's very cute? Mikan. I don't need to be pretty, said half blushing. Yuki. But you are right, Megumi-san. Megumi. Don't be so insistent, Yuki-chan. Yuki. Don't you think she's pretty? Megumi. Of course she is, but that's not the problem. Yuki. I don't understand well what you're saying, can I ask you something? Yuki. Yes, tell me. Mikan. Who is Megumi, she said, super confused since she didn't see anyone in the room, leaving Yuki shocked, who drops the music player breaking while Yuki was shocked. But the others, they were walking quietly until they reached her room. Izuku. That door is always completely closed. Approaching. Yuki, you forgot to close the door, but see that no one is there. Kurumi. Let's look for her. Izuku. Let's go. With Yuki. Yuki. What are you saying, Mikan? No, Megumi, don't be sad, it's that she didn't hear you or she can't see you well, don't be sad please, it's because you're very quiet, that's why she doesn't pay attention to you, Mikan, please don't say nonsense, tell her she's here. Mikan. Who, confused and half scared. Yuki. Tell Megumi she's here please. Mikan. But what are you talking about, she said, confused. Yuki. Please say that Megumi is here. Megumi is here, she said, super confused and panicked. Izuku. Kurumi. Rai-san. Yuki worried, and Izuku approaches Yuki. Yuki. Love, tell Mikan that Megumi is there, please tell him there is Megumi, you can see her too, right, she said, super desperate and pointing at nothing and hugging Izuku. Izuku. Yes, Yuki, yes, calm down, I can see her too, hello Megumi, waving at nothing. What happens is that Megumi doesn't talk much, that's why Mickey can't see her. Calm, she's here Megumi, don't worry, she will always be with us, she said, smiling, calming Yuki, but Izuku looks angrily at Mikan, who was confused. Rai-san. Come on, prepare cookies, why don't we go for some, taking Yuki's hand, and the two of them leave. Izuku. What did you say, upset and approaching Mikan, who was going to hit her, but Kurumi stops him. Kurumi. Calm down, Izuku, it's not her fault since we didn't explain who Megumi is. Izuku. But at least she could go along with Yuki, upset. Kurumi. Enough is enough, Izuku, she didn't know well, that's why she doesn't know who Megumi is, we'll explain to her calmly. Izuku. I hope so, leaving the room. Kurumi. Come please, taking Mikan's hand, and the two of them go to the kitchen, arriving and see that Yuki wasn't there. Izuku. And Yuki is a little worried. Rai-san. Calm down, Izuku, she went to see Megumi, she is calmer now, sitting down, and everyone sits down. Mikan. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with her, why is she like this, and who is Megumi, she said, super confused. Izuku. Megumi was our teacher, who we consider our mother. Kurumi. Yes, Megu and Rai-san invented it in a moment of calm. Izuku. And with that she keeps Yuki calm since this affected her too much to the point of having schizophrenia, but at least Megumi and I are there so she is safe, he said half seriously. Mikan. But what happened to her, confused and intrigued. Kurumi. Well. Flashback. We see everyone getting into one end of the school, and Megumi closes the door. Yuki. Wait, Megumi is still outside. Izuku. Yes, she is still outside, they said, worried and shedding tears. Kurumi. We don't have to continue holding Izuku, and Rai-san grabbed Yuki. Megumi. Run guys, run fast, he said in pain and grabbing his wound since unfortunately she was bitten by the zombies, and Yuki and Izuku let go and tried to open the door. Yuki. Izuku. Megumi, open the door, please open it. Megumi. You should not continue without me, Yuki, I was always proud of you, and Izuku, become the best policeman of all, and remember that I was always proud of you, my students. Izuku. No, Megumi said, crying, but Rai-san grabs him, and Kurumi grabs Yuki. Yuki. Izuku. Mame is screaming super loud and crying at the same time. Megumi. Goodbye children, she said, crying as the zombies approached. Megumi. With my students, no one gets angry and hits some and runs away to keep the zombies away from the boys, as she slowly became. End of flashback. Rai-san. And that was all that happened, finishing subtracting and getting up as well as Izuku and Kurumi, and they were in front of a cross that said in memory of Megumi Sakura 2002 to 2022. Kurumi. That's why Yuki suffers from schizophrenia at that moment, but at least it has kept her busy from this reality. At least Megumi and Izuku are there forever, she said, half smiling, and hugs Izuku. I know it still hurts you, but it's not your fault, Izuku, since she loved us very much like her children. That's why she did it for us. Calm, Izuku hugging him, and Izuku wipes some tears. Izuku. Yes, but I miss her very much, wiping some tears. Kurumi. Me too, Izuku, me too, but at least she is in a better place far from here. Rai-san. And that's why we want you to play along with Yuki, please. Mikan. Are you joking? This is as if we increased her madness more, said annoyed. Kurumi. We are not psychologists, so there we know if it goes to improve. Mikan. But that can make it worse. Rai-san. It's not a question of whether or not I improve, I guess you still don't understand, right? It would be annoying and annoying. Mikan. Then explain it to me. Annoyed, Izuku and Rai-san clenched their fists since they already hated Mikan. Kurumi. Wait, calm down, the three of you, just Mikan. Please, we ask you to play along with Yuki. Please, and you, Izuku, calm down. She didn't know that. Please, and Rai-san too. Calm down by calming everything down. Izuku. No, until I accept, serious and clenching my fist. Mikan. Okay, I accept. Sorry for putting Yuki like that. Sorry, I didn't know he had schizophrenia. I promise I'll play along, but please don't kick me out of here. Izuku. Rai-san said half nervously. Okay, calm down now. Izuku. Well, I think we have to go see Yuki. Kurumi. Yes, let's go. So everyone went downstairs and arrived at the kitchen. Yuki. I got tired of waiting for them. Sit down quickly. Making a pout. Kurumi. And now you want, said with a drop on her head. Yuki. I had the best idea of all, said happily. Izuku. What is curious, love? Yuki. That we do a sports festival, said happily. Izuku. Good idea, love. Rai-san. What a great idea you had, Yuki. Mikan. Wait, I'm going to participate too. Yuki. Club members must participate in events throughout the school, said happily. Izuku. Also Mikan, you are already part of the club, said happily. Kurumi. A sports festival, this will increase my strength and my muscles, said smiling. Rai-san. Say no more, let's do that sports festival. All. Yes. So they go to the hallway and Yuki and Rai-san put up a bar that breaks easily. Yuki. Well, the first test is a race, Izuku versus Kurumi. Izuku. May the best win by raising his hand. Kurumi. May the best win by shaking Izuku's hand. Rai-san. Yuki. On your marks, ready, strength. So Kurumi and Izuku started running, but Kurumi was ahead and won, and so I repeated another round. Izuku versus Mikan, and Izuku won. Yuki. The winners Kurumi and Izuku. Kurumi. Yes. Rai-san. Very well, the next test is to throw the hair in the basket. Yuki. Hey, I will win preparing. Mikan. It is somewhat high seeing the basket. Izuku. Kurumi. Ready in 3, 2, 1 already. So Yuki would throw his ball, but it fell on his head, grabbing a chip, and Mikan throws it and it falls in the basket. Rai-san. The winner is Mikan. Yuki. I want a rematch. So the whole day of the sports festival passed and the winners were Izuku, Kurumi and Yuki. Since Rai-san and Mikan were the narrators, after that Izuku, Kurumi and Yuki went to sleep and Mikan was taking a bath, but Mikan arrives. Rai-san. Hey, I know we started off on the wrong foot, but I want to fix it. Mikan. Me too, sorry, let's leave it like this. Rai-san. Welcome to the school life club, raising your hand. Mikan. Thanks, friend, shaking Rai-san's hand. Chapter 7 Letter. We see Mikan changing quietly and looking at them outside, who saw many zombies that accumulated. Mikan. Too many are accumulating. The good thing is that it's getting dark. Better, I'll go look for Yuki-senpai walking. Yuki, gifts we gave you and you received more, so you owe us more, said the witch. At the moment the girl was trapped in a mirror. Her parents had been looking for her all day and finally found her. Angrily the father faced the witch. Well, her mother broke the spell with her love, but the witch was stronger and the father shouted, save the girl, so the mother put her to safety. Well, the forest was consumed. Now the burned forest is now a sad memory of his father's sacrifice today. If a child looks at the barren landscape, he will have nightmares in which he will see himself lost looking for berries. Reading quietly and Mikan arrives. Yuki. Oh, hello Mikan, how are you, he said smiling. Mikan. Hello Yuki-senpai, what are you reading? Sitting next. Yuki. Megumi told me to read this story so I can learn more from my reading, she said smiling. Mikan. Village of Shadows sounds interesting, especially because it's somewhat gloomy. Yuki. Don't say that, it's something interesting, especially with the fact that the girl's father sacrificed himself for her, he's a hero. Mikan. I see, seeing the story. Yuki. By the way, I want to tell you something very important tomorrow that excites me, she said happily and moving a little. Mikan. I understand that you are excited, but it is late and we have to go. Yuki. Oh yes, it is true, grabbing her backpack. Goodbye, Megumi said happily. Mikan. Goodbye, Megumi, waving to nothing. Already at night. Rai-san was writing something down in her notebook and Izuku and Kurumi arrive. Kurumi. We're here. Izuku. It was a bit difficult to get Yuki to sleep, but she finally fell asleep, she said smiling. Rai-san. The night weather is terrible. Izuku. At least our garden will have more fruits and vegetables at least. Rai-san. It's incredible. Izuku. What a thing. Rai-san. When did all this start? Thanks to Megumi. Kurumi. What do you mean, confused? Rai-san. Well. Flashback. Yuki. Sniff sniff sniff, why sniff is this happening to us? Sniff sniff, crying, why has the zombie apocalypse started? Izuku. Yeah Yuki-chan, everything will be okay. Yuki. No Izuku, sniff, nothing is the same, we already lost everything, crying inconsolably, and Megumi hugs her. Megumi. Yuki-chan, I know that nobody wants this, but we have to live with that reality unfortunately, but I have a great idea. Yuki. What a thing, Megumi. Megumi. That we are going to found a club so that we are safe, and despite all this, we will still be happy with this club, since we will be together forever, she said, smiling and hugging Yuki, and Yuki reciprocates the hug and stops crying. Yuki. Okay, Megumi-san said happily. Megumi. From now on everyone in this room is part of the school club, she said smiling, making everyone smile, and Yuki hugs super happy to Megumi. End of flashback. Izuku. Thanks to Megumi, Yuki was able to overcome all this, at least she is happy, even though Megumi is no longer in this world, at least she will never leave Yuki alone and much less me. Kurumi. At least they are always there for Yuki, she said smiling. The next day. Mikan. Good morning, Yuki-senpai, it's time to wake up. Yuki. She is fine, yawning, where is my husband, seeing that Izuku was not there? Mikan. He went to see our garden and said that it was his turn and he also went to plant the tomatoes. Yuki. That's right, hello Megumi, good morning, greeting the stuffed animal that she gave to Megumi. She changes and leaves the room and goes to the kitchen, and Yuki was very thoughtful, since there was something that wouldn't leave her alone until she got to the kitchen. Izuku. Hello Yuki-chan, breakfast is ready, he said smiling. Yuki. Wait, smelling, it's Yuden, he said with stars in his eyes. Izuku. Yes, your favorite. Rai-san. Well, breakfast is ready, prepare the table. Kurumi. I'm going. Setting the table, and Izuku gives a bowl of croquettes to Teramaru and sits down. Everyone. Enjoy your meal. So everyone started to have breakfast and Yuki ate super fast. Izuku. Eat slower, love. Yuki. It's delicious, the onions from the horticulture club are very tasty, she said with stars in her eyes. Mikan. The Yuden is amazing. Look at Teramaru XD. Rai-san. The Yuden is very soft. Kurumi. I still remember when you fell asleep, Yuki-chan, but I heard that you had too much open. Rai-san. That's why I prepared Yuden, because I knew it was your favorite food, said smiling. Izuku. But like slowly so you don't choke, said smiling, but Yuki stops eating. Yuki. Hey. Rai-san. Yes, Yuki said eating. Yuki. Yes, in Megumi's car, and in the car there were 5 of us and in the car only 5 fit, so where was Megumi, she said, shocked, remembering that Megumi was not in the car, leaving everyone shocked. Izuku. Yuki, love, what happened is that when you fell asleep she ran to school, since we did not fit in the car, that is why she was not there, but calm down, she is here at school. Yuki. No, love, I remember perfectly that she was with me when we arrived, and when we got in she was no longer there, she said, more shocked and upset. Mikan. Really, what Izuku says is true. Megumi went ahead and is here, seriously. Yuki. I have to talk to her, leaving the dining room. Izuku. I think I should go see. Hirai-san. No, Izuku, let her go see Megumi. Izuku. It's okay, a little worried. With Yuki. Yuki. Megumi, where are you worried? Please explain to me where you were and why you left me alone. I thought you had left because you can't stand us anymore, right? Why are we a burden, she said, almost crying. Megumi. Calm down, Yuki-senpai, hugging her from behind. Yuki. Megumi, why can't anyone hear you, said, almost crying. Megumi. Calm down, Yuki-senpai, no matter how little attention I draw, I won't go anywhere, I promise, forever. I will always be with you forever, because you are like my daughter and the others are the children I never had. I will always be with you, said, smiling. Yuki. Thank you, Megumi said, smiling and wiping her tears, and goes back to the dining room where she arrives. Yuki. I'm here, he said happily. Izuku. What happened? Yuki. What happened is that Megumi was always here. She said, smiling, making everyone smile, but Teramaru takes Yuki's fat boy away. Yuki. No, Teramaru, evil, give me back my hat, running comically, making everyone laugh until he grabs Teramaru, but Teramaru lets go of the hat, making Yuki step back, making him crash into a piece of furniture, making some things fall on Yuki's head. All. Yuki. Izuku. Love. Yuki. I'm fine, he said smiling, what is this grabbing some leaves? Rai-san. This was from Megumi grabbing some leaves. Yuki. I know how about we send a letter he said happily. Izuku. That's a good idea he said smiling, but Mikan sees a strange key and grabs it and hides it. Rai-san. Very good idea putting the markers and the eyes on the table. Kurumi. It's okay to write one, but how are we going to send it confused and curious? Izuku. Maybe by a balloon grabbing some balloons and inflating them. Rai-san. I think it's a good idea. Kurumi. But I think they will burst quickly seeing that the balloon that Izuku inflated burst. Izuku. Maybe I inflated it more than necessary, maybe it would work by taking out more balloons. Yuki. No more words let's make the letters said super happy. Kurumi. Hehehe laughing evilly. Rai-san. I know that laugh what are you going to do curious? Kurumi. You'll see going to the roof. Yuki. Not there but there's a problem I don't like my handwriting. Rai-san. Look you can also do this give me the paper grabbing scissors and holding a Yuki doll. Rai-san. Terran said happily. Yuki. Wow she is pretty she said with a star in her eyes. Rai-san. Right. Izuku. I wonder what you would do if you found a curious balloon. Rai-san. Maybe let it fly away and continue on its way he said smiling. But Kurumi. Kurumi. Hehehe laughing evilly watching the trap she set to catch a pigeon and waits until one fell into the trap and Kurumi quickly caught it. Kurumi. I have you but the pigeon gets away, hey wait. Never pause gakkou gurashi XD. But the pigeon hits him on the head. Kurumi. Ouch hey pigeon come here trying to catch the pigeon. But the others. Izuku. Ready I already wrote my letter putting it in an envelope. Yuki. I don't know what to write. Izuku. I talked about my future since I want to be a police officer he said smiling. Yuki. Oh yes and we will talk about everything we worked on to make them come true said happily. Rai-san. Yes and that Megumi would be proud of what we have done in the future said smiling. Yuki. Even though I feel bad for leaving Megumi alone said sadly. Izuku. Calm down when we grow up we will go visit her here said smiling. Yuki. You are right love said smiling. Kurumi. Finally now I have my pigeon showing that she had a pigeon in a cage making everyone sweat and everyone grabs their balloons inflate them and puts their already written letter on it. Yuki. Ready let's quickly throw them but suddenly she hears that it was about to rain seeing that raindrops began to fall and it begins to rain. Izuku. It will be tomorrow love since I see that the rain will not stop until tomorrow. Seeing the rain. Yuki. Okay. Already at night. Rai-san. Well Mikan why did you call me she said confused. Mikan. Well when Megumi-san's box fell I found this taking out a red key that said only for emergencies. Rai-san. I see can you give it to me please? Mikan. Yes giving her the key. Rai-san. Thank you very much maybe it will be useful to us sometime. The next day. Yuki. Everyone is ready, said happily. Kurumi. I already have Arno ready. Yuki. His name is Baby, Few. Kurumi. His name is not Arno. Yuki. But that name is not funny better Baby Few. Kurumi. No Arno. Rai-san. Arno Few he would be called she said smiling. Izuku. Okay here we go lists. Yuki. Of course love. Everyone. In 3, 2, 1 now. So everyone released all the balloons making everyone happy and look how the balloons were flying all over the city. Izuku. I hope someone reads them said happily. Yuki. This has been the best day of my life said happily hugging everyone reciprocating the hug and giving Izuku a kiss. Izuku Yuki. Disgusting. Chapter 8 Future. We see someone walking down a dark hallway and coming to a desk where someone begins to write something. Megumi Izuku Yuki Rai San Kuku Kurumi. Al dia siguiente. Yuki van aqui para malvado ven te voy a baner correndo como Naruto yake iba a baner a terramari yake estaba sucio, pero terramari era más veloz hasta que lego un pasillo don no había salida. Yuki. Hehehe now Teramaru today you will bathe dirty dog laughing evilly, but Teramaru took a big jump surprising Yuki, but falls on Yuki's face. Yuki. A disgusting getting away from Teramaru, but by mistake throwing him super far making Teramaru take advantage of the bug by running away super fast. Yuki. Come here evil dog, you're going to take a bath once and for all, running like Naruto trying to reach him, but he couldn't until. Rai-san. Teramaru stops running in the hallways, said Super would be releasing a demonic aura scaring Yuki and Teramaru. Yuki. I have you evil dog said smiling, sorry that Teramaru dirty the floor. Rai-san. Do not worry now go clean that filthy dog I hear cleaning him here with a mop is not much grabbing the mop. Yuki. In fact we were running down the right hallway that Teramaru left super dirty since he was rolling around. Rai-san. That increasing his demonic aura more. Yuki. Goodbye running super fast and goes to the bathroom where he begins to bathe Teramaru. Yuki. Already Teramaru you saw that it is very refreshing you needed a bath I told you that this would be refreshing for you cleaning Teramaru but Izuku and Kurumi arrive. Izuku. Oh hello Yuki what's up smiling. Yuki. Nothing love I'm just bathing the stinky scrubbing Teramaru but Teramaru runs away but Kurumi catches him. Kurumi. Where are you going little naughty? Izuku. I think we will help you with this taking off his school clothes and also Kurumi stays in a swimsuit and starts bathing him together. Yuki. Hey Izuku-kun. Izuku. What's up Yuki-chan? Yuki. Where will we go when we grow up he said smiling. Izuku. Maybe to New York since I love that place I only watched it on YouTube that many love to go there. Yuki. Then we will live there he said happily. Izuku. Also Kurumi-chan and Rai-san and Mikan he said happily. Kurumi. But we will live in a huge house he said smiling. So everyone left the bathroom and go to the kitchen where they begin to dry Teramaru but Teramaru was being naughty and takes off Yuki's hat. Kurumi. Bad boy, don't eat Yuki's hat. Yuki. Yes, give it back to me, taking off her hat. Kurumi. Yes, since that hat has a lot of lice and fleas inside. Yuki. Hey, pouting. Mikan. Well, since we're here together, I want to talk about something very important. Izuku. What is Mikan? Curious. Mikan. What are we going to do now? Rai-san. What do you mean? Curious. Mikan. There is a lot to do before graduation and very little time. Izuku. I mean do you want to do something before we graduate curious? Mikan. Yes and also what are we going to do in the future since obviously we will have our different paths but what are we going to do? Rai-san. I really don't know I want to work in something simple I don't know office worker or something like that the truth is I don't care. Mikan. The truth is I want to be a great writer of books and publish many of my books Yuki. Maybe I would be a teacher like Megumi said happily. Kurumi. I don't know yet. Yuki. Maybe a job that has to do with shovels imagining Kurumi in a construction. Kurumi. I'm not simple either with a vein in my forehead I think that maybe I will work and get married a little blushing. Yuki. With a shovel imagining a wedding where Kurumi marries a shovel. Kurumi. Stop mentioning the shovel she said annoyed comically choking Yuki. Rai-san. How about you Izuku? And that everyone looks at Izuku which was somewhat thoughtful. Izuku. I'm thinking, I want to be a policeman said smiling. Yuki. One of those who catch criminals like those of Law and Order. Izuku. Yes maybe, but one where he distributes justice and distributes blows to all the evildoers everywhere and be like a hero for the people a hero who saves everyone with a smile said smiling. Mikan. That was something touching, but do you have any idea of all the training that the police go through? Izuku. Yes that's why I want to be a policeman said smiling. Rai-san. How good that we made this club Megumi had the best idea of all. Izuku. I still remember when we founded this club and all thanks to our president seeing Rai-san remembering that day. Flashback. Megumi. Very well Rai-san why did you want to talk to me said smiling. Rai-san. Well the reason is that Yuki has felt too bad about all this that happens today and that's why I want to propose something that I'm sure you will love. Megumi. That is curious. Rai-san. That is in a club. Megumi. A club interested and somewhat confused. Rai-san. Yes since I discovered that Yuki wants to return again to continue with her studies and the truth is that I see an opportunity to start a new life like that she said smiling. Megumi. Yes I was thinking about continuing with the classes but a club sounds more fun she said smiling and giving her a sheet here give it to everyone since they are already part of the club because today is the grand opening of the club he said smiling. Rai-san. Okay but what will it be called? Megumi. I don't know. Rai-san. I have an idea. Megumi. How curious. Rai-san. It will be called the School Life Club he said smiling. Megumi. What a nice name well let's go with the others. Rai-san. Yes. So Megumi and Rai-san told about the club something that made everyone happy and everyone was decorating the room. Izuku. There you can see it well putting the sign above the door. Megumi. Yes there it is fine Izuku be very careful when going down or you might fall. Izuku. Yes Megumi going down. Yuki. It is official from now on, the school life club is founded, he said happily. Rai-san. A picture, let's take a picture, he said smiling, and Izuku and the others put on. Izuku, take it now, said happily. Rai-san, here I go in 3 2 1, say cheese. All? Cheese. And that Yuki and Izuku hug Megumi and Rai-san takes the photo. Yuki. This is a great day for the study. Megumi. Wow guys, you gave me a great surprise. Izuku. Is that we love you very much, teacher said smiling. Megumi. I love you too, children said smiling. End of flashback. Rai-san. That day I will never forget. Yuki. What a pity that we have to graduate and we will not see Megumi again, said sadly. Izuku. Do not worry love, one of these days we will see Megumi again as adult, said smiling. Yuki. Thanks love, giving her a kiss. Izuku. Yuki. Disgusting, wiping their mouths. I hate you Norbert. Already at night. Mikan was somewhat worried because she did not know what to do. Rai-san. You are still worried, right? Mikan. I checked the school guide again, a little worried. Rai-san. The guide is to never leave here. Mikan. Yes, but I want to leave here now, she said, half worried. Rai-san. Why curious? Mikan. What happens is that we are going to do when the zombies cross the barricade and that we get infected and that we all get infected and worried. Rai-san. Oh, Mikan hugging her, putting her between her breasts. I know you worry too much, but don't worry, nothing is going to happen because I am the president in charge of making sure everyone is okay, she said smiling. Mikan. It's okay. Rai-san. Since everyone is asleep, why don't we investigate what this key has, taking out the key. Mikan. It's okay. So they all went down to the teacher's room where they turned on the light. Rai-san. Well, I think we might find something here. If the key is Megumi's, we might find something. Mikan. It's okay, but we have to hurry since they can come. Like this. The two of them start searching everywhere but couldn't find anything. Yuki. Hey, what are you doing scaring Rai-san and Mikan? Rai-san. Ah Yuki, you scared me, what's up, grabbing her chest like Yuki. Mikan. What are you doing up so late? Yuki. It's just that I got bored of listening to Seiya's song Cheap Thrills and I went out to do the bathroom, but I saw them, what's going on? Mikan. Nothing, it's just that we're looking for something as part of Megumi's homework. Rai-san. It's like looking for treasure, she said smiling. Yuki. Let me help, he said with stars in his eyes. Rai-san. It's okay, but don't make too much noise. Let us know in case of anything. Yuki. It's okay. So the three of them start searching. Yuki. Hey girls. Mikan. What's going on? Yuki. How about showing a teddy bear? Rai-san. That's not what we're looking for, it's something that can be opened with this key by showing the key. Yuki. Ah okay. Looking again. Yuki. Hey girls. Rai-san. Find something, but look at Yuki in a sleeping bag. Yuki. This is it, said happily. Rai-san. You forgot the key, right? Yuki. This sleeping bag is great, you can move while using it, this is incredible, she said laughing amused. Mikan. Better look again. Yuki. Okay, take off the sleeping bag and start looking for something. Mikan. No, nothing there. Yuki. Is this true, showing some headphones and a microphone? Rai-san. No. Mikan. How funny you look, Yuki-senpai, I will take a picture of you holding the camera. Yuki. Chocolate candy, soak me like a pianono from a display case, roll me like this with powdered sugar, sweeten me, it is that, and it is that you are my king, how cute you are my baby, my little baby, few singing, and Mikan take the picture. Yuki. Hey, it is not fair. Mikan. Look, giving him the picture. Yuki. It is not seen, making a pout. Mikan. Do not despair, it is taking its color, look, showing the picture. Yuki. Woo, oh, it is incredible, she said with stars in her eyes, but look at Rai-san. Mikan. What, Rai-san? Mikan. It is a picture of the day we inaugurated the club, she said smiling. Yuki. Oh yes, I remember everything when you took the picture and me and Izuku jumped into Megumi's arms and there everything was happiness, said smiling. Mikan. And what else do you remember? Yuki. That. Mikan. Do you remember what happened after that day? Yuki. What a confusing thing. Rai-san. What happened was, but Mikan covers Rai-san's mouth. Mikan. What he means is that after that everything has been very calm, said smiling. Yuki. Oh, I see, going back to search, and Mikan walks away with Rai-san. Mikan. What are you doing? Rai-san. I wanted to tell her the truth about everything. Mikan. We shouldn't since she suffers from traumas, please understand her. Rai-san. Okay, sorry. Yuki. Oh girls, I found something. Rai-san. If it's something like a stuffed animal or something like that, isn't that something annoying? Yuki. No, rather it's a briefcase. Rai-san. Mikan. That approaching. Rai-san. A fake drawer. Nikken. Very well done, Yuki-senpai said smiling. Rai-san. Let's see what's inside by putting the key that fits the briefcase and it opens and Rai-san grabs what it has. Yuki. That Rai-san is curious. Rai-san. A DVD for a class and a list but is shocked by what he was watching. Nikken. What's wrong, Rai-san confused. Rai-san. Wake up, Izuku and Kurumi and Yuki go to sleep now, half would be. Yuki. Okay, but first I have to go with Megumi to show all the things we found. Rai-san. Okay. Already in the kitchen. Izuku. Hello, if you are reading this it is because Umbrella and the Randall Company got out of control again since in 1998 Umbrella and Randall got out of control since Dr. William Birkin spread a virus called Virus G that turns people into the living dead with just one bite. You are already a zombie thanks to the Umbrella Corporation, and Randall Raccoon City was forgotten since the President of the United States sent a missile to Raccoon City, leaving it completely destroyed and forgotten. Forever, but now we are super prepared if something like this happens in the future. Please avoid leaving school at all times and look in the deepest basements for food. The solar panels should be super good and the water tanks since they are super useful, and in a room in the basement there is a serum that may have eliminated the virus. We do not know what virus it would be if got, but it may have eliminated it with the serum since it is a cure for everything, and in the basements there may be a lot. The food for several days, and if you leave school go north since the BSAA put up some shelters for survivors. If you are reading this, it means that the zombie apocalypse has already begun. Please do not maintain contact with the outside, and the things that are out there are not zombies, they are biological weapons. Reading Izuku staying in shock since this already happened many years ago. Nikken. Biological weapon said shocked. Kurumi. Thank you very much Umbrella, Randall for ruining our lives, damn it, those bastards knew and never told us anything, I hate them Umbrella, Randall super furious and kicking a chair and leaving the room slamming the door. Izuku. They are biological weapons, he said in shock. With Yuki. Yuki. Wow Megumi, that homework you gave to Rai-san and Mikan, that was very fun since we found many things. I should have brought them with me, then I will show them to you so we can play together, he said smiling. Oh that's right, I have to go to sleep for tomorrow's classes, I'll see you tomorrow, goodbye, Megumi said happily leaving, but on the other side, you could hear grunts and someone walking. Megumi. Yeah Yuki. Chapter 9 Holiday. We see everyone in swimsuits since they were cleaning a pool since it was somewhat dirty. Kurumi. Hurry up, I want to fill it with water and swim a little. Izuku. That's what I do by scrubbing the walls of the pool with a broom. Yuki. This is very boring, she said boredly. Kurumi. If you don't put effort into it you'll never clean anything. Yuki. This is boring, making a pout. Izuku. Come on love, why else are we not going to swim? Yuki. Okay, starting to clean while Teramaru slid slowly and happily and Izuku almost slept. Rai-san. Be careful with the floor as it is very slippery. Izuku. Understood. Rai-san. Oh Mikan, what's wrong? Mikan. Thank you for giving me this swimsuit for me. Rai-san. You're lucky that Yuki-chan grabbed an extra swimsuit, she said smiling. Mikan. Yes, he laughing a little, although I feel that this is a bad idea since we can enjoy this day having too many zombies out there watching from above. Mikan. Calm down, he remember what we talked about in the morning. In the morning. Rai-san. Could you sleep Izuku, Kurumi? Kurumi Izuku. No yawning. Izuku. How is it possible that not even the director told this to Megumi? I mean, why didn't he tell her that this had happened before, he said tiredly and somewhat doubtfully. Kurumi. But at least we have more information thanks to this script. Mikan. Although I don't understand this, putting the notebook on the table. Izuku. What is that? Mikan. It seems to be like a new basement. That means that there is a basement that we have not explored 100%. I think that is the secret hiding place where the vaccine is. Rai-san. Yes, but it would be risky to go down since there may be many zombies. Izuku. Yes, also it may be completely dark and maybe we won't find anything. Mikan. But maybe there may be something since here it marks something very important for us to go. Kurumi. No. Mikan. That. Kurumi. We are not going to go down now since there may be too many zombies down there like this. We're not going down, seriously. Then Yuki arrives. Yuki. Girls, let's clean up. Rai-san said animatedly. What are you talking about? Yuki-chan, confused. Izuku. And what happened to Teramaru, confused love. Yuki. What happens is that he went up to the roof and dived into a dirty pool, and that's why he's like this. Teramaru said calmly, showing Teramaru. Everyone. But what? Mikan. Let's see, give me Teramaru. So everyone began to clean it until it was shiny. Izuku. By the way, let's clean it. Yuki, curious, sitting down. Yuki. This is not the time to rest, it is time to clean the pool, faking the voice and moving Teramaru. Kurumi. It would not be a bad idea, besides we need to break the truth. Yuki. Yes, and also the club members must learn to swim, said smiling. Izuku. But I do not know anything, said with some fear. Yuki. Do not worry love, I bought some float so you do not drown love, said smiling. Kurumi. Come on then, let's clean the pool. Mikan. Listen, don't you think it's a bad idea to go? Rai-san. You know Mikan, for some moment in our lives we have to put aside our occupations, and why don't we relax to have a great time for a moment, and already said smiling. Mikan. Okay. Izuku. Good, bring everything to clean the pool. Yuki. Come on quickly, I want to swim now. So everyone went to the locker rooms and everyone comes out and the girls had their swimsuits and Izuku only had a swimsuit shorts and everyone gets up. Izuku. Well, let's see, but he is left disgusted seeing the pool all green full of moo and some fish were swimming. Mikan. Buck, that's disgusting, she said disgusted. Rai-san. Yes, but at least we are here to clean it, she said calmly, still holding back the urge to vomit. Izuku. Well, let's get to work, taking out a net to grab the moo and starts to remove the moo, which was a lot, and Kurumi went for buckets and grabs many, giving several to Izuku and Rai-san and Mikan took out the fish that were swimming. Yuki. Wow, what are those, Rai-san said surprised. Rai-san. They are fish called trout, they are very common in lakes and on some beaches, but the strangest thing is that many of them survive in polluted lakes and in drains, since they can reach the drains, but we are not going to throw them away, but rather we are going to put them in a fish tank, grabbing the bucket and taking some out, putting them in clean water. Yuki. Fine, I'll help you. So everyone did their part to clean the pool, and Kurumi and Izuku take out a sofa to sit on and put it in some shade. 1 hour later. Everyone. The pool is ready, they said happily. Mikan. Good, who gets in first? Izuku. Kurumi. Dive Indian style, taking a dive making everyone splash. Kurumi. We were the first. Yuki. There I go, dived in Indian style, taking a dive. Yuki. Help, please help me my love, I want my hero, I want a hero, I want my love, help me my hero, waving her hands. Kurumi. What are you doing, confused? Yuki. I'm drowning, it means I'm going to die, but I want my hero to save me, help my love, shaking her hands, and Izuku lifts her up. Izuku. Ready love, luckily the pool isn't that wet, he said smiling. Yuki. Thank you love, my favorite hero, he said smiling, giving Izuku a kiss. Izuku. Yuki. Disgusting, wiping their mouths. Ow, I hate Norbit. Kurumi. Water war. Yuki. It's cold, throwing water. At Mikan's mind. Wow, how is it that we can be so happy and be so calm, knowing that we are in a world where biological weapons are walking among us? I hope Kiji is okay, but at least I feel that we are already fine. Outside of Mikan's mind. Rai-san. What do you think, Mikan? Mikan. Nothing, it's just incredible that we are super well in this place and everything is going on as if nothing, confused. Rai-san. Calm down, at least we are far from all danger, since thanks to this school we are super well, said smiling. Mikan. You're right, Rai-san said smiling. Izuku. But how handsome you look, Teramaru, you can't be so handsome, he said happily. Yuki. Yes, you're right, Izuku. Mikan. What are you doing, confused, seeing that Teramaru had some glasses. Kurumi. Hey Izuku, Rai-san looked, taking out toy water guns. Rai-san. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Izuku? Izuku. Of course yes. Everyone goes to the orchard where Izuku and Rai-san stand on the left and Kurumi on the right. Kurumi. I know you are an expert gunslinger, but tell me your companion is one too, he said, speaking like a cowboy since they were playing cowboys. Rai-san. Maybe, or why don't you ask the people who are 2 meters underground who have faced him, he laughing a little. Kurumi. This town is very small for 2 outsiders like you, and tell me you are the lady in black, right? Rai-san. Indeed, adjusting her hat. Kurumi. And who is your companion, where does she come from, because it seems that she is not from around here. Izuku. Well, I come from a place where we always finish off any evildoer and always looks for good fights and always runs away without leaving a trace of me, so no my friend, I am afraid to tell you that I am not from around here. I would say that I am from any place where there are problems, and a good duel you could say that I am the reincarnation of hell, they call me Rank, he said, smiling a little, grabbing his weapon. Kurumi. Well, lady in black and Rank, this duel will be for my people because I, Lady Ruby, will defend my people. Rai-san. We will see. Yuki. God, what a suspense, eating popcorn. Mikan. Who will win, eating chips? Kurumi. Let the duel begin. So the three began to shoot a lot of water, but Rai-san and Izuku covered themselves, but Izuku kept shooting at him. Kurumi. Hey, Rango catches this by throwing a water balloon at him and Rai-san sends it far away, but Kurumi grabs it and throws it at him, but Izuku kicks it, making it fall for Mikan. Mikan. Hey. Kurumi. So damaging a villager, you'll see them shooting and the three run away. Izuku. Sudden death. So the three of them jump into the pool and shoot each other in the chest, making a big wave of water, leaving Yuki and Mikan amazed. Yuki. Rai-san, Izuku, Kurumi, that was great, said with stars in her eyes. Kurumi. Well played, Range, Lady in Black, well played. So spending a quiet day without worries until night, where everyone took a bath and went to the bedroom where Teramaru was sleeping peacefully, but begins to feel something until with all his strength, he begins to take off the necklace. He goes down quickly until he reaches the basement where he enters through a door where he stops. At that, Teramaru starts barking at someone. Which was none other than Meguni's Amis. Chapter 10. Rainy Day. The next day. We see Mikan calmly reading his Twilight book until they finish it and he lets out a sigh. Rai-san. Is something wrong? Mikan. Nothing, just that I finished the book that I bought in a plaza, and the truth is that I finished it super fast. I didn't think it would be something happy. Rai-san. In what sense? Mikan. That Edward and Bella finally left their family since they didn't accept their relationship, since everyone found out that she was going to have another baby, but nobody approved since he was like a danger to all vampires, but Bella and Edward didn't care and they left there raising their two children, that the second child is called Robert. How strange, like Robert Pattinson. Rai-san. I see now what I came up with. Mikan. They had a happy ending, but I feel like we will never have one, she said, half sad remembering what happened to Kiji, but Mikan stands up and grabs a small watering can and starts watering his plant. Rai-san. I feel like if, he said calmly, seeing that the sky was cloudy. Mikan. What do you mean, confused? Rai-san. If someone trips over something and doesn't think about getting up, they will never continue, but if you get up, others will continue until they reach great happiness. Mikan. What do you mean? Rai-san. We don't know what will happen next, we don't know if that night it suddenly started to rain, but a new day, a new world will come, it will be just there to wait for tomorrow, and suddenly there will be no more storms, just a great day, he said smiling. It's raining too much, I hate the rain. Mikan. Why? Rai-san. It was raining a lot when we lost Megumi, seeing that there were more zombies. Mikan. Aren't you worried? Rai-san. What a thing. Mikan. That one day all this will become a big disaster and the zombies will cross the barricades and the door full of boards. Somewhat worried. Rai-san. Don't worry, we have many boards so they don't get in, and the barricades that are somewhat strong, and thanks to Meguni's love, we are fine. He said smiling, finishing watering his flower. When Yuki arrives, he says, smiling. Yuki. Good morning, yawning. Rai-san. Good morning, I think you had a deep sleep. Yuki. Yes, yawning, 1 second, looking everywhere. Mikan. What's wrong, confused? Yuki. Where is Teramaru, since I haven't seen him since the morning, I thought he would be here looking everywhere. Rai-san. It's true, why Izuku and Kurumi went upstairs to grow the vegetables, but I think they are not with him. Yuki. There, this is serious. 3 minutes later. Izuku. Seriously, Yuki, surprised since Yuki told him that she can't find Teramaru. Yuki. Yes, Izuku, since I haven't found him for a while. Mikan. Maybe he went to look for food since lately we haven't had dog food. Rai-san. How about we do a search? Kurumi. It wouldn't be bad just to split up there. Rai-san. Well, Izuku and Kurumi look upstairs, Yuki and Mikan go look down here, meanwhile I'll wait here to see if he arrives and look for you in some Kurumi rooms. Good idea. Izuku. Let's not waste any more time, let's go right away, grabbing 2 large knives. Yuki. Find it well, love. Izuku. I promise you, Yuki, giving him a kiss. Izuku. Yuki. Disgusting, wiping their mouths. Ow, I hate you, Norbit. Kurumi. Well, Izuku, let's go at once. Izuku. We'll be back in a while, leaving together with Kurumi and Mikan and Yuki. They leave, leaving Rai-san alone. Rai-san. I hope nothing bad happens, seeing that there were more zombies than usual. With Yuki and Mikan. Mikan. Hey Teramaru, come eat. Teramaru, come, I have crickets here that you like, come here. Yuki. Teramaru, where are you? Come here because I have many crickets that you like too much. With Izuku and Kurumi. Izuku. Teramaru. Kurumi. Teramaru, come, I have cookies, screaming, but they didn't hear anything while it was raining, luckily they had an umbrella. Izuku. How strange, always comes here to steal the tomatoes. Kurumi. You're right, but why isn't he here? Confused, but the two stay still since they were seeing Meguni's cross. Flashback. Izuku. Ready, the tomatoes are grown, teacher Sakura. Megumi. Don't be so formal, Izuku, just tell me, Sakura. Nothing more, said, smiling. Izuku. Okay, Sakura. Kurumi. And a question, Sakura, who proposed the idea of the Curious Club growing vegetables. Megumi. It was Yuri-san's idea and I was hoping you would join us. Kurumi. Well, what a great idea it was. The truth, joining a club was the best of all, and at least it keeps Yuki distracted from all this finishing growing. Izuku. Why did you cut your hair, Sakura? Megumi. Well, it's that I wanted to cut it since I didn't like having it so long, and that's why I cut it with scissors, and this is how it stayed. Izuku. You look really pretty like that, Sakura. Kurumi. Yes, the truth is it looks super good on you, Sakura-chan. Megumi. Thanks guys, well go, and it's going to rain. You can see some clouds, seeing that it was about to rain. Izuku. Okay, I'll serve the coffee. Megumi. Mine with milk and a spoonful of sugar please, Izuku. Izuku. Of course, Megumi. Megumi. My name is not like that. I am Sakura with a drop in the head. Izuku. Sorry, it's that Yuki gave me her nickname, laughing a little, as well as Kurumi and Megumi, who joins in because of how funny the moment is. End of flashback. Izuku. At least he's in a better place seeing the cross. Kurumi. Yes. Izuku. I still remember that you asked for a mascot for the club. He laughing a little, finding Teramaru is the best thing that could have happened to us. Kurumi. He's a ball of hair, but he's also a member of the club. Izuku. I'm going to stop this, teacher, I promise, making a military pose and saluting in a military way. Kurumi. But the police don't salute like that, only the military, laughing a little. Izuku. Well, not the police either. Kurumi. Well, let's look for Teramaru more. Izuku. Yes. So the two went down, but they are surprised since they saw some small footprints. Izuku. Teramaru. Kurumi. Come on, let's follow the path that Teramaru left, running like Izuku, where they go down the stairs more and more until they reached a barricade where they were surprised since they saw more footprints that reached the barricade, but what surprised them a lot is that there were footprints behind the barricade, remembering that the basement was there. Izuku. There is no serious, the basement scared. Kurumi. But how did I get there scared? Izuku. They're not cutting the throat of a zombie. Kurumi. Book everything, let's go. Izuku for Teramaru, jumping the barricade as is Izuku, and the two go down where they quickly begin to run until they reach the bottom. Izuku. Where is? Kurumi. Maybe they're pointing at the curtain. And that the two see a small shadow, and they became happy since they were seeing Teramaru. Izuku. Kurumi. Teramaru said happily, but Teramaru begins to growl, terrifying the two. Izuki. What's happening? Teramaru approaching, but Teramaru lunged at Izuku. Kurumi. Careful, removing Izuku and putting his shovel where Teramaru begins to bite the shovel. Kurumi. No, Teramaru, no, trying to stop him, but Izuku kicks him and sends him far away. Izuku. Sorry Teramaru, sorry, worried. Kurumi. No, Izuku is not Teramaru anymore, scared. Izuku. Run, taking Kurumi's hand where they were running while Teramaru followed them. Kurumi. Wait, Izuku, I have an idea, stopping and throwing a ball where Teramaru enters a room and Kurumi locks him inside, and Teramaru growled and tried to break the door. Kurumi. Sorry Teramaru, I'm very sorry, but I don't want to hurt you, she said, tired of running. Izuku. We have to keep going, maybe the vaccines are inside. Kurumi. We are going to save you, Teramaru, I promise. Izuku. Let's go. So everyone started to run and enter to the basement, seeing that it was full of water. Izuku. Kurumi. We turn on some lanterns where she begins to walk, filling her shoes with water. But suddenly, a zombie appears in front of them, scaring them both, and the zombie begins to walk towards her. Izuku. QQQQQQ, who is scared? Kurumi. No, Izuku, putting it on the wall. Izuku. Stay still, scared. Kurumi. This is where you were super scared seeing the zombie. Izuku. Stay still, watching the zombie, thinking that maybe he would remember something. Kurumi. Enough, Izuku, is it or us? Izuku. Us, grabbing her knife. Kurumi. Okay, on the count of 3, 1 2 3, coming out of hiding. Izuku. Kurumi. This is for Teramaru. AI is screaming super loud. But suddenly they would be super shocked to see who was in front of them. Megumi. Hello Kurumi, hello Izuku, she said, smiling, leaving the two of them frightened. Izuku. Kurumi. Mom, they said, scared and completely in shock, and the zombie Megumi approaches them. With Mikan and Yuki. Yuki. Where is she? Tired and entering the kitchen. Rai-san. They found him, worried. Mikan. No, we didn't find him. Rai-san. Calm down girls, have faith, everything will be fine, I feel like Izuku and Kurumi found him. Mikan. It's true, where could Izuku and Kurumi be? Yuki. I hope nothing happens to Izuku, she said worriedly. Rai-san. Don't worry Yuki, he will be fine with Kurumi-chan, have faith, smiling. At that Izuku and Kurumi entered and closed the door forcefully. Rai-san. Yuki. Mikan. Izuku, Kurumi worried, but they are horrified since Izuku and Kurumi had a big bite on their arms. Rai-san. Guys worried. Mikan. Come on Yuki. Yuki. Yeah, calm down my love, I'm here, grabbing Izuku, and everyone leaves the room. Kurumi. Rai-san, Rai-san. Rai-san. Calm down, don't push yourself too hard carrying Kurumi. Kurumi. Fu went Megumi said in pain, leaving Rai-san in shock, and they arrived at the room where they lay them on a couch. Rai-san. Mikan, give me the handcuffs quickly. Mikan. Yes, taking some handcuffs out of the drawer that they put on Izuku and Kurumi's hands and feet. Izuku, Kurumi. Screaming in pain as they couldn't stand the pain, and little by little they were transforming. Yuki. Love approaching. Mikan. No, Yuki-senpai, just let Izuku rest calmly, he will be fine. Calm. Yuki. But what can I do, worried seeing Izuku, who was writhing in pain. Rai-san. Why don't you go put hot water for tea, please, just go. Yuki. Okay, running out of the room. Meanwhile in Izuku and Kurumi's minds. Izuku, Kurumi. Hey, where are we, what are we doing here, what is this place? Confused and looking everywhere, but they are horrified to see many zombies. But. Megumi. Hey guys, knocking on the door. Izuku. How confused seeing a door. Megumi. Hey guys, why don't you let me in, maybe you don't love me, please open the door, trying to open it. Kurumi. No, this must be a nightmare. Zombies. It's his fault. Izuku. Silence, grabbing his head. Zombies. It's his fault. Kurumi. Izuku, shut up, screaming super loud and grabbing their heads with all their strength. Outside of Izuku's mind. Kurumi. Izuku. AI is screaming super loud and trying to get out of the handcuffs. Rai-san, oh wait, what do I do there, my god, what do I do, she said, terrified seeing Izuku and take something out of her backpack, but she would be in shock to see a super big and sharp knife, and looks at Izuku and Kurumi. Rai-san. And if. Mikan. Rai-san. Rai-san. So go ahead and put away the knife. Mikan. I have no choice, I'm going to go to the basement, he said. Rai-san. QQQ, how shocked. Mikan. Yes, why look here, it shows that the vaccines and medicines are there, see if I can get the antidotes before he transforms. Rai-san. No, screaming super loud. Mikan. How surprised. Rai-san. Did you see what happened to Izuku and Kurumi? Mikan. Listen to me carefully, I'm going to do it for Izuku and Kurumi, whether you like it or not. Rai-san. Please, I don't want to lose anyone else. Mikan. I lost the love of my life, I'm not going to lose my best friends, my brothers, I love them, and if I don't get there, get out of here quickly and leave me behind, it was a great pleasure meeting you all, and thank you for everything, smiling and leaving the room. Rai-san. No, wait please, shedding tears. With Yuki. Yuki. I hope you are super well, Izuku-kun said worriedly, and seeing the kettle boil and Mikan arrives. Yuki. Hey, Mikan is fine, Izuku. Mikan. Yes, she is super well, calm, he laughing a little and grabbing Kurumi's shovel. Yuki. Where are you going, curious? Mikan. To cure my brothers. Yuki. Oh, if it's true I have to do something, leaving the room, and Mikan begins to remember everything he lived with the club and begins to cry, and even worse looks at Teramaru's plate and begins to cry inconsolably for everything that happened to the club, and Mikan falls to the floor. Mikan. Why is this happening to us? Why to Teramaru? Why is he crying inconsolably? With Rai-san. Rai-san. Why is this happening to us? Why to Izuku and Kurumi and Teramaru? Why crying inconsolably? But in that many zombies accumulate at the entrance. So the zombies break the boards and too many zombies come in. With Megumi. Megumi zombie was writing something on a sheet and finished and grabs another sheet and signs something on that sheet and begins to cry inconsolably, but the tears were of blood. Megumi. Izuku. With Yuki. Yuki. Where is Mikan? Where will she be? A little worried, it's very cold, I better close the window, closing the window. Yuki. This window has been broken since that day. She waits for that day shocked and grabs her head tightly because something was coming to her head. But she hears a loud noise. Yuki. What was that? Chapter 11, Scars. Yuki. What was that? Seeing someone approaching, hey, what's going on? Half scared but is in shock, she was already seeing a zombie and remembers that it is one of her companions. Yuki. Grabbing her head very tightly as she began to remember that she is in a zombie apocalypse and that everyone was infected and that now Izuku and Kurumi were about to be infected and that they lost Megumi and that it was all in her imagination. Mikan. AI is screaming super scared. Yuki. Mikan scared running for Mikan. With Mikan. Mikan. No, stay away from me, she said super scared, and the zombie was about to bite her, but Yuki pierces it with a shovel, thus killing the zombie. Mikan. Yuki surprised. Yuki. Mikan, get inside quickly, it's super full, grabbing the shovel, and Mikan enters, and Yuki enters, closing the door forcefully. Yuki. She is very worried. Mikan. Yes, thank you very much for helping me by hugging her, but how strange you got that you have. Yuki. It is my duty as a member of the club that everyone is well and to help in whatever, smiling. Mikan. Hehehe, seriously, what do you have? Why don't you talk like always, you say those strange things that you always said, smiling and laughing a little. Yuki. Okay, when we graduate we will buy a house in New York since my Izuku and I want to live in New York and we will live happily, you, me, Rai-san, Izuku-kun, Kurumi-chan and Teramaru and Megu, but she shuts up, Megumi-san said, half sad. Mikan. Calm down, all of that will pass, but for now I have to go look for something. Yuki. What's wrong? Mikan. According to this book they say that the vaccines that Kurumi and Izuku need are downstairs and I need to go fast before everything gets worse, taking her backpack, I need this, grabbing the shovel. Yuki. Wait, don't go, it's dangerous outside, she said nervously. Mikan. Well, Miki Naoki goes out to work, smiling, by the way, thanks for everything and thanks for being the sister I never had, smiling and leaving the room. Yuki. Mikan, super worried. With Mikan. She was running through the halls until a zombie appears and she cuts my neck out of rage. Mikan. This is for Kei, Izuku, Kurumi and Teramaru, furious and killing another zombie, calling the attention of many zombies, something that made her scared, making her hide in a room, but she had an idea, taking out Kei's music player and put Seiya. Mikan. Help me, Kei, dragging the recorder super far and Seiya's chandelier sounds and the zombies go like this. Mikan. Thank you very much, love, running through the hallways, going down the stairs. With Rai-san. Rai-san. No, what do I do, scare, but remember something that Izuku and Kurumi told her. Flashback. We see Izuku and Kurumi sitting in front and Rai-san behind with Mikan and Yuki. Kurumi. And what do you plan to do when we leave the country, Izuku? Izuku. I don't know, maybe go to New York and be with Yuki and you guys, smiling. Kurumi. Sounds good, you know I want to be, I don't know, maybe a doctor to help others, smiling. Izuku. Hey Kurumi-chan, can you promise me something? Kurumi. Tell me, Izuku. Izuku. If they bite me or I die, please take good care of Yuki, please, said sadly. Kurumi. Okay, and if I die to me first, please kill me or run away from me, said sadly. Izuku. Okay, but if we both get infected, Rai-san, kill us please. Rai-san. How shocked. Izuku. Just do it and it won't matter anymore, please, and one more thing, please take good care of Yuki, please. Rai-san. Okay, Izuku. Izuku. Thank you very much, Rai-san. End of flashback. Rai-san. Okay, Izuku, Kurumi and Izuku, I promise always be with Yuki in everything and help her in everything. Don't worry, Izuku. I will be with Yuki forever. Grabbing the knife and I was going to give it to Izuku. But he started to remember all the great moments he spent with Izuku and Kurumi, making him start to cry. Rai-san. I'm sorry, Izuku, Kurumi, I'm so sorry, I can't do it, crying inconsolably. With Mikan. Mikan. Second, the book says that in one of the rooms of the cassock, he might be here, seeing the book hiding under a curtain. But suddenly. Megumi zombie Yuki Izuku KKKKK Kurumi RRRRRRR Rai-san walking scary and Mikan was too surprised. Mikan. So you are Sakura Megumi, nice to meet you, I'm Miki Naoki. I recently joined the school life club, you know the truth, they've told me a lot about you, especially Yuki who considers you a mother, and the truth is that Izuku also talks to me too much and Kurumi-chan always thinks of you since you are the one who always motivated her to never give up, and Rai-san will always thank you for protecting my sister and my others. My brothers always remember you since they consider you a mother and more, Izuku, and for that reason, I Miki Naoki will give you eternal rest, goodbye Megumi Sakura, or should I say Megumi, lunging at Megumi, but Megumi opens her mouth and was going to bite Mikan's neck, but she dodges it and cuts Megumi's throat, thus killing Megumi. Megumi. Goodbye children, giving her last words and thus dying slowly and closes her eyes while smiling, and Mikan grabs Megumi's necklace and Mikan puts it on. Rest Megumi Sakura, it was a pleasure to meet you in person, bowing and running while cleaning the necklace. Damn, I cried at that part. So Mikan arrives at a room where he started looking for where the vaccines were. Mikan. Where could those vaccines be, looking at the book, but sees something that confuses her and sees that it was a sheet and grabs it and begins to read, seeing that it was a farewell letter and that it congratulates them all and that they have great success in life. Mikan. It is a farewell letter, it seems that zombies do remember something, but sees another sheet. What is this, grabbing a sheet where she begins to read it, taking a huge surprise of her life. Mikan. They are adoption papers, surprised seeing that Izuku's name was there and she is super surprised and wanted to go back since I discovered that Izuku is an orphan and that Megumi wanted to adopt him, that's why she had the paper, it said the name Izuku Megumi and that Megumi is his adoptive mother. Mikan. All this time Izuku was always an orphan, no wonder he didn't tell me his last name, only his first name, he said sadly. Well, I have to get out of here to give Izuku the news, but he sees a briefcase and approaches it. Mikan. Tranquilizers, antibiotic, experimental vaccine for the newly infected, opening the suitcase and was very surprised since there were many vaccines in freezing. Mikan. Great, there are many now, I have to go to Izuku and Kurumi. But suddenly everything turns red and all the doors close and many zombies come out from everywhere. Mikan. They're not running, seeing that there were many zombies at the exit until she returns, where she locks herself in a room, but unfortunately there was Teramaru infected and Teramaru attacks her. Mikan. No, Teramaru, it's me trying to stop him, but he runs away and Mikan closes the door. Mikan. God, this is going to get worse, she said, scared, remembering everything she lived in the square. With Yuki. Megumi. Don't call me Megu, I'm Professor Sakura, said smiling. Yuki. Yes, sorry, but I have to go now. Bye Megumi. Megumi. That's not my name, with a drop of sweat. Yuki. I've arrived, guys, but she is horrified to see all her classmates turned into zombies, including Izuku. Yuki. No, this is not real, it's not real. With Rai-san. Rai-san. Kurumi-senpai sniff Izuku-kun sniff Yuki-senpai crying inconsolably. With Yuki. Yuki. Oh no. Megumi. What's wrong? Yuki. I have to go help them, they need me more. My Izuku grabbing his backpack. Well, if I get the attention of all the zombies, I think they can go and leave the school. Megumi. Well done Yuki-senpai, you are doing it, be careful out there, do not get distracted. Yuki. Yuki Takea goes to help my friends and my boyfriend, grabbing a baseball bat and going out and starts running everywhere and hides. Yuki. Where could the audio room be? Confused. Megumi. Come follow me, I'll guide you. Yuki. Megumi running after her but is in shock since she was well a hallucination. Kurumi. Squeezes Izuku hard, they may easily derive her. Izuku. There it is. Rai-san. Here, there is another one. But Yuki falls. Megumi. Are you well prepared, and hugging her. Yuki. Sniff sniff, sorry for always ruining everything, sniff sorry. Megumi. Yeah, calm down daughter, since maybe we are not perfect, not even me who am a teacher, but if we get up again we can improve and go very far, and not only me, your classmates too, said smiling. Kurumi. Yes, Megumi is right, said smiling. Izuku. Yes, do not worry love, we will support you in everything. Rai-san. Yes, we will support you Yuki-senpai, said smiling. Yuki. Thanks guys, said between tears. Yuki. Megumi. Megumi. Come on Yuki, let's go quickly, Izuku and Kurumi need us. Yuki. I'm already running, but he remains in shock since he arrived at the door where they lost Megumi. Yuki. No, I can't do it, she said in shock and super scared. Megumi. What's wrong? Yuki said with a maternal aura. Yuki. I'm very scared. Megumi. Calm down, I'm here like we always promised, remember? Yuki. Yes, I will never forget Megumi. Megumi. That no matter what happens I never take you away from you, not even from Izuku, since I wanted to adopt Izuku since he is an orphan, but the most important thing is that I will always be with you for life, and I will be with you forever, my little smiling daughter. Yuki. Megumi crying. Megumi. Goodbye Yuki, I have to go, but remember that I will always be with you, but remember something very important, I will be with you forever, and I will never leave you alone my children, and tell Izuku that now his name is Izuku Megumi. Goodbye daughter, said, smiling and leaving to the most. Hey. Yuki. Megumi worried and opens the door seeing that Megumi was no longer there. Yuki. Ma, starting to cry inconsolably because Megumi was no longer with her and had left her side forever, but she stops crying. Yuki. No, I don't have to go on for Izuku, my love, and Kurumi, wiping her tears and holding the baseball bat tightly. Yuki. Goodbye mom. Chapter 12 Happy Graduation. Yuki. Goodbye mom, wiping away her tears, there is no time to waste, my boyfriend and my sister are seriously injured, better go at once, I'm going my love sister. So Yuki began to run fast and hides in a corner. Yuki. Let's see how many there are, but he is in shock because there were so many zombies that were eating a corpse. Yuki. My god, there are too many of them, she said scared, and they ran away hiding. With Mikan. Mikan. No, climbing on top of a shelf where many zombies tried to grab her, but she couldn't. Mikan. So I'll die like this, I'll be a zombie, she said horrified. Forgive me Kay for not being so strong and being weak, forgive me, she said, crying inconsolably since she was going to die. With Yuki. Yuki. Let's run faster, but in shock because a zombie appeared in front of her and approaches her. Yuki. Knew this for my boyfriend, furious and hitting him with a bat, but the zombie stops him and sends the bat flying, and Yuki tried to escape, but the zombie hits her so hard that she falls to the ground and grabs her hand. Yuki. No, 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 screaming panicked. But then Teramaru comes to the rescue and saves Yuki, and Yuki quickly opens the radio door. Yuki. Teramaru, come here quickly. Then Teramaru comes in and was going to attack Yuki, but Yuki quickly puts his hat on him and will tie him, since he had a strap. Yuki. Calm down my baby, phew, calm down, I'm here, everything will be better, just give me do something quickly, just stay here, turning on some things on the radio and turn it on, and Yuki starts talking. Yuki. It's time to leave school, all the classrooms can leave the school quietly, since very soon it will be a new day where we will all be together again, since school is a great method that we will always use in daily life, in music, on the radio and in sports, since learning is what strengthens the mind the most and makes you improve daily. I personally love this school very much, but we have to go, since we need to rest our minds from so much knowledge, but tomorrow is another day, a more wonderful day, and as it says in the song, life goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. With Mikan. Yuki surprised, it can't be they are leaving, you are doing it, Yuki said happily. With Yuki. Go on and on so that we learn too many new things about life and things that may help us in our daily lives. I personally do not consider myself the most intelligent person, but Yuki Takeo, I love school, said super happy and shedding tears, remembering all the happiest days of her life when she made friends and when she met Izuku and when they formed the school life club and how he met Megumi and that now everything would be very happy, but Yuki sees that the zombies were leaving. Yuki. Yee, screaming super happy. With Mikan. Thank you very much Yuki-senpai sister for saving me, running through the halls while in his backpack he had the vaccines and medicines until he reached the room where Rai-san was surprised by what Yuki did. Mikan. Ready, here I have them. Rai-san. Quick, give them to me. Mikan gives her the injection and the first to inject was Kurumi and then Izuku, well they just screamed in pain and Yuki arrives. Yuki. How worried she is seeing that Izuku was falling asleep. Rai-san. Yuki needs to rest, just there to let them rest. Yuki. Is fine, sitting next to Izuku while holding his hand. Mikan. Now Teramaru, seeing that Teramaru was trying to take off Yuki's hat. Rai-san. I hope that it works by injecting the vaccine. The next day. We see Mikan and Yuki sleeping peacefully and Rai-san too. But suddenly. Izuku and Kurumi begin to wake up completely. Kurumi, Izuku. Hello my babies, phew, they said happily, and Yuki suddenly wakes up. Izuku. Hello love. And so Yuki hugs him and begins to kiss him a lot while crying. Yuki. Izuku, sniff, Izuku, sniff, thanks for waking up, sniff, crying with happiness at seeing Izuku again. Izuku. Okay love, I'm fine, don't worry love, he said smiling, caressing Yuki's head. Rai-san. I'm glad you're okay sister, hugging Kurumi and Mikan too. Kurumi. Okay, calm down sisters, I'm super well, alive and kicking. So they all hugged. Mikan. Teramaru running to him. Kurumi. What's wrong, worried? Rai-san. It seems that the effects of the vaccine did work, but it seems that he is weak. Yuki. Teramaru, come, holding Teramaru, come eat my baby, phew, eat calmly, you need to replenish more energy. But Teramaru did not eat and he was moving super slow. Rai-san. Maybe he's thirsty, better give him water. Mikan. Come on, Teramaru, drink water. Give him water. Are you okay? Teramaru, here we are, little one. You need water. Don't worry, we're all here, he said smiling. Teramaru. Wow, giving his last smile to slowly close them and never open them again, and Mikan was in shock since the vaccine killed him, and everyone was in shock since Teramaru has already passed away. Thus dying Teramaru. Izuku. Teramaru moving him, Teramaru, don't do this to us, please wake up my baby, hoo said in tears. Yuki. My baby, hoo wake up, here is mommy, please wake up my baby, hoo said in tears. But unfortunately Teramaru has already passed away. Kurumi. No, starting to cry inconsolably, and everyone was crying inconsolably while hugging Teramaru while crying inconsolably. A few minutes later. Izuku. Ready, the hole is there, he said sadly, and Yuki and Mikan put Teramaru inside. Yuki. Take my baby, phew, I hope you bite it a lot in heaven, she said smiling, giving him her hat, and Izuku covers it with earth and everyone starts to pray. Everyone. Rest in peace Teramaru, our little baby, phew, praying in front of another cross that was next to Meguni's that said in memory of Teramaru 2020 to 2022, and they finished praying. Izuku. Take good care of him mom, looking at Meguni's cross. Mikan. I hope he's happy with Megumi up there. Yuki. You know Mikan, Teramaru thanked you, he said smiling. Mikan. How confused. Yuki. Yes, because when he barked at you he said thank you, he said smiling, and Mikan was very surprised since behind Yuki was Teramaru waving with his daddy. Mikan. Sniff sniff sniff, why Teramaru, why did he say crying? Yuki. Yeah, at least Megumi is going to take care of him up there, he said, shedding tears. Izuku. And now what will we do? Kurumi. Let's get out of here today, it would be. Rai-san. But. Kurumi. If we don't want to lose someone else we'll leave today, she said it would be. Izuku. Okay. Kurumi. And please promise me something would be. Yuki. What a confusing thing. Kurumi. That if those stupid zombies return in the future we will finish them off and we will always be united, okay, it would be. Izuku. Okay. Kurumi. Give me your knife, Izuku, to close the promise. Izuku. Yes, giving him the knife. In that, Kurumi cuts the palm of her hands, taking out a lot of blood and shedding some tears, and Rai-san also cuts both hands, taking out a lot of blood, and also Mikan cuts both hands, taking out a lot of blood and tears, and Yuki also cuts both hands, taking out a lot of blood and tears, and Izuku grabs him. Izuku. As a policeman I promise that I will stop this for our mother and for you, and I will discover the culprit of everything and never leave you, Yuki said, smiling and cutting both hands hard, taking out too much blood and tears, and everyone joins their hands full of blood, making a blood promise, while a lot of blood dripped from their hands. All. The members of the school life club will be together forever, said, smiling and giving each other a strong hug. A few minutes later. Kurumi. Very well, the shelter is somewhat far, but according to the map, it shows that it is somewhat close to the forest. Rai-san. I hope there is someone in the shelter. Izuku. Ready, I already put the last box in the car. Rai-san. Very well, Izuku-kun, just let me put the frozen food in a cooler. Yuki. This will work, showing a package of ham, but everyone gets confused seeing that it had small bites. Izuku. 1 second, this ham is a little wrong. Rai-san. If Teramaru's teeth were somewhat big. Mikan. Yes, since you are bitten are somewhat small. Kurumi. Then there is another dog in that subway, confused. Yuki. Woo, surprised, maybe Teramaru heard it and went to rescue him. Izuku. Yes, maybe that's why he got away, why did he go to help him? Kurumi. He is a great hero. Izuku. That's what heroes do, or not, smiling happily. Yuki. There, we have to go help him. Izuku. No, maybe he already escaped and is now safe thanks to Teramaru, said happily. Kurumi. Megumi would be proud of him. Mikan. Oh, that's right, Izuku, I want to give this to you, giving him some papers. Izuku. What is this, confused? Mikan. They are adoption papers, they are yours from now on, you are Izuku, Megumi said, smiling, leaving Izuku in shock. Kurumi. Wow. Confused. Yuki. By your strength and will I sign them to adopt Izuku, and that's why I signed them on time, she said happily, and Izuku was shedding tears and hugs Mikan. Izuku. Thank you very much, Mikan, for this news, sniff sniff, I don't have a mom, sniff, I don't even know who Sniff is, thanks for giving me this news, she said, crying with happiness. Mikan. You're welcome, Izuku, Megumi said, smiling, hugging Izuku, and everyone hugs him. Yuki. Hey, I propose something. Kurumi. What a thing, Yuki. Yuki. How about we graduate today, said happily. Mikan. A confused graduation. Rai-san. It wouldn't be a bad idea, besides we are already in last year of high school. Kurumi. It wouldn't be bad at all, let's do it. Izuku. Good idea. So everyone helped create a small graduation stage, decorating balloons and paper flowers, and Yuki put graduation, and they put Megumi's bear on a chair, and everyone was ready. Rai-san. Well, the Megurigaoka High School graduation ceremony has begun. To begin the graduation, my classmate Izuku Megumi will give a few words to start the ceremony, and also my classmates Kurumi and Miki and Yuki. Go ahead, Izuku Megumi. So passing Izuku in front. Izuku. I know that our path will be full of stones, and our path will be very difficult, but if we clean and remove all those stones from our path, it will be very easy to move forward, and when we reach the end of the path, we will realize that we made it, we reached our dream and plans for life. That's why if there are obstacles in our life we will get out of there if we continue forward. That made the girls applaud loudly and smiled at the beautiful words. Rai-san. Very well, now my classmate Miki Naoki is going to give a few words. Miki goes in front. Mikan. In fact, here I have a farewell letter from Megumi that I found. Kurumi. Let's see, you're at it, curious. Mikan. Dear Izuku, Kurumi, Rai-san and Yuki, if you read this it's because unfortunately I'm not with you, but I know that you will be strong in life and in the future. Maybe life is not easy and everything, but you will always know how to get out of everything with faith and with effort. I know that you will achieve what you have always dreamed of. I know that you will achieve it. I wish you all the luck in the world and many congratulations, my children. I love you very much, children, with love, Megumi. Sakura Megumi. That made the boys shed some tears at those words and they applauded very hard. Rai-san. What beautiful words bringing tears to your eyes Yuki. Now it's your turn Kurumi-chan. Kurumi. Okay. Passing in front. Kurumi. Today I want to dedicate this song to the person who is no longer with us, but I know that she is very happy in heaven and she is resting happily and I know that she would be happy thanks to the fact that we are graduated. This song is dedicated to Megumi Sakura, our mother. Thus beginning to sing. They're not lying to me, we all cry in this song. Rai-san. Maybe we won't see her again in our lives, but at least I know she's super happy that we graduated, smiling and hugging Kurumi. Kurumi. You're right, wiping away her tears. Rai-san. Very well, and finally, my classmate Yuki Takea will give a few words. Yuki. Okay. Yuki goes in front and takes out a note. Yuki. Maybe in life we have to lose something very valuable in life, but I know that one day a new world will come. The most important thing is that my classmates and I graduated. The most important thing is that the school life club gave their best and more. Megumi, that I know is here present and sniff sniff. I know that I will be like my mother, sniff a mother, and I am a representative of the graduates. Takea Yuki crying, and everyone hugs him with much love. So spending a great day where they shared their best moments in this graduation and they put many letters dedicated to Megumi as the best teacher of all and thus finished the graduation. Kurumi. Well now let's go walking following Yuki and Mikan. Rai-san. Yes now we go but look back and look one last time at Megumi. Megumi. Goodbye daughter, son said smiling. Rai-san. Thank you very much mom said smiling and Izuku makes a military pose and salutes in a military way and runs to Megumi and hugs her very tightly. Izuku. Thank you for being the best mother and teacher. Thank you for accepting to be my mother and adopt me. I love you mom said happily. Megumi. And I love you my little baby said crying with happiness and her soul goes to heaven next to Teramaru's. Izuku. Well, let's go. So everyone left the school where everyone gets in the car and Kurumi starts the car. Yuki. Okay let's go. Everyone. Time to go happy and Kurumi begins to drive calmly leaving school. Yuki. And what are you thinking seeing Mickey, did you forget something? Mikan. Nothing I was just remembering someone, but I am in shock since I was seeing nothing more and nothing less than K unfortunately and a zombie going to school bringing tears to Mickey's eyes. Izuku. Are you okay Mikan? Mikan. Yes I'm okay he said smiling wiping away his tears. Yuki. Calm down I know K is far from here he said smiling. Mikan. You're right wiping away his tears. Rai-san. Now where are we going curious? Yuki. I want to go to America to live in New York. Kurumi. Again with the same thing. Yuki. Is that I love that city. Kurumi. I propose going to Tokyo. Izuku. The city where there are almost always tremors. Kurumi. Hey you. Rai-san. I don't know the truth is the options are too many I don't know where to go. Yuki. Roll me up like this with powdered sugar sweeten me and it's that you are my king how cute you are my baby, my little baby phew phew singing super low. Kurumi. You know that taking a record out of the drawer of the car opens it and puts it in the stereo. Izuku. What did you put Kurumi-chan curious but starts to listen to a song that he recognized instantly. Yuki. No happy. Mikan. Oh yes smiling. Rai-san. Turn up that mother turning up the stereo. So singing the most beloved song of this fanfic. Chocolate candy soak me like a pianono from a display case roll me like this with powdered sugar sweeten me and it's that you are my king how cute you are my baby phew phew how cute you are my baby phew phew in my tears I looked at you in my sadness I kissed you in my caresses I drew you without ever seeing you I fell in love with you how it happened I don't know if I had promised myself again and again I learned that stupidity by heart it's better that they love you than that you love me wow the immaturity was the immediacy in which can't live one more day without you. Chocolate candy soak me like a pianono from a display case roll me like this with powdered sugar sweeten me and it's that you are my king how cute you are my baby phew phew. How cute you are my baby phew phew. Kurumi. You know Yuki. Yuki. What's up curious? Rai-san. We already decided well and I knew mind. Mikan. And what do you think said happily. Yuki. That. Rai-san. Tell him you're Izuku. Izuku. Better everyone said happily. Everyone. We are going to New York screaming happily. Yuki. Yee is screaming super happy and giving Izuku a kiss. Izuku Yuki. Disgusting wiping their mouths. Kurumi. Then what are we waiting for? Mikan. Accelerate quickly Kurumi. Izuku. Yes do it like you know how to do it. Rai-san. But carefully putting on the seatbelt. Kurumi. New York here we go driving fast brightening up the trip while they put my baby back on phew phew. Elsewhere. The man was walking through a forest but finds something on the ground and grabs it. Seeing that it was a drawing of Yuki, seeing that it said we are fine. I hope those girls are okay, and the boy saving the drawing. Hey Leon, come on. Leon. I'm coming. Chris going like this, what's going on? Chris. Look, Japan is in critical condition since it devastated the north and south and we found 50 survivors. I think we have to bomb it completely. Leon. Better, why don't we investigate thoroughly since there may be schools with students? Chris. Yes, but we have already explored all the schools in the area, none there, unfortunately, all infected. Leon. Yes, but we have to do another investigation, he said, somewhat worried. Chris. I'm sorry, but the BSAA has already given the task of finishing off Japan. Leon. Yes, but maybe there may be more survivors. Chris. I'm sorry, but we have searched every corner of the country and only found 250 survivors. Leon. But. Soldier. Hey, stop the vehicle. Soldier 2. Hands where I can see them. Soldier 3. Get out of the car now, serious, and Chris and Leon see that it was a Mini Cooper and Yuki and the others get off since it had arrived at the shelter. Leon. 1 second, taking out the drawing, it's them, you see, I told you there were survivors. Chris. Then I will send a report from the BSAA so we can do another investigation to see if there are more survivors. Leon. In the meantime, I'm going to see who they are. Going down and goes to the door where Izuku and the girls were being examined from head to toe. Kurumi. He saw that we don't have something it would be. Leon. Hello, you must be Kurumi and you Rai-san and you Izuku and you Mikin and you Yuki, right? Yuki. Yes, who are you? Rai-san. Are you a policeman? Confused. Leon. Yes, and I just received your letter showing the drawing. Yuki. I knew someone would join them to read happy. Leon. Yes, your drawing is very nice, Yuki. Yuki. Thank you, mister. Leon. Just call me Leon and come on, the helicopter is almost full and let's go quickly, we're going to the United States, to a better place. All. Yes, shouting super happy. I'm Skym 3 years. Narrator. We see someone on his bicycle in Central Park listening to headphones at full volume. This was Mikin, who was already 20 years old and was riding his bicycle, riding quietly while listening to Welcome to New York by Taylor Swift. Mikin. Welcome to New York, it's been waiting for you, welcome to New York, welcome to New York. I love living in New York, riding his bicycle until he arrives at a bookstore where he arrives and there were some people waiting for him. Mikin. I'm sorry I'm late, there was some traffic, sorry, sitting down, but calm down, I'm here, so let's start, he said, smiling, and a fan approaches for an autograph since Mikin fulfilled his dream of being a writer and achieved it with his book called I'm Glad That the Horrible Nightmare Is Over, which the book told how Mikin and the others survived the events that occurred 3 years ago, and then a reporter arrives. Reporter. Hello, Mikin. Good. Good, super good, that many people support my book, he said, smiling, signing books. Reporter. Tell us how you feel after living all that 3 years ago. Mikin. As the title of my book says, the nightmare is over, he said, smiling. Reporter. And how do you feel today, how have you been? Mikin. Now I'm super good, super happy to be super alive and to capture everything that I had to endure in the past, he said, smiling, signing books. Reporter. Now who wants to send a greeting? Mikin. Greetings to my brothers, I love you very much, smiling, waving at the camera. Elsewhere. We see a girl in her office watching the broadcast on her phone. It was none other than Rai-san, who was working at the PSA as an office worker. Rai-san. Hehehe, you did it, sister, and so did I. We all did it. I'm going to send it to her. Elsewhere. We see none other than Kurumi in a wheelchair since she was medicated, that's why she wasn't fit, but she kept going, taking an exam to go to medical school and was a bit busy until she got a message from the transmission where she saw her smiling. Kurumi. Hehehe, the new Stephen King is spending a lot of time and I think she's enjoying it, but at least she did it right, sister. With Mikin. Mikin kept signing books. Mikin. With love, Mickey. Naoki takes it, giving the book today. Girl. Thank you very much, happy leaving. Mikin. Goodbye, see you later. Next, looking at her tablet, texting with Rai-san and Kurumi. That's when a person happens. Mikin. Oh hello, what is your name or who do I dedicate this signature to, he said, smiling, grabbing his pen. Izuku. For Izuku, Megumi said, smiling. Mikin. Very well, with love and heart, thank you for being my fan, Izuku. Megumi, with love, Mickey. Naoki, but he is in shock when he hears that name and raises his head and looks at none other than Izuku, who was wearing his police suit and had his hair somewhat long in the style of a Lion Scott Kennedy. Izuku. Hello, Mikin, he said, smiling, and Mikin stands up and gives him a tight hug with much love. Mikin. If you came, he said, smiling. Izuku. See, I told you I was going to come, he said, smiling. Mikin. The years are passing by, you are no longer a child, now you are a man Megumi, I would be proud of you for the great man you became. Dino smiling. Izuku. Yes, you're right, haha, laughing a little. Well, thank you very much for signing my book, now I have to go pick it up, he said smiling. Mikan. Okay Izuku-kun, I'm going home in a few minutes, smiling. Izuku. Yes, we will wait for you, he said smiling and going in Megumi's Mini Cooper. See mom, thanks to you, I am a great policeman, he said smiling and starting to drive. Elsewhere. We see a 20-year-old girl giving classes quietly. This was none other than Yuki, who followed the legacy of her teacher and became a great teacher for her students, was giving classes until the bell rings. Yuki. Well guys, we'll see you tomorrow for homework, you are going to make a drawing of what you want to be in the future, said smiling. Student 1. I want to be an astronaut. Student 2. I'm a policeman. Student. I'm a teacher like you, Yuki said smiling. Yuki. And you will achieve it if you try too hard, since nightmares will never be real, but dreams will, said smiling, making all her students hug her. Students. We love you, teacher. Yuki. And I love you, my children. So the students leave school super happy since tomorrow is another day and Yuki goes to Asia Izuku and hugs him. Yuki. Hello love. Izuku. Hello love. Both giving a kiss that expressed all the love he felt for a long time and the two separate with a thread of saliva. Izuku Yuki. Disgusting, wiping their mouths laughing at what happened in the past. Izuku. Come on, get in, let's go home, opening the door for Yuki. Yuki. What a gentleman, getting into the car and Izuku gets in and Izuku starts driving super calm. Yuki. I wonder what Megumi would think knowing that we fulfilled our dreams. Izuku. She would be proud of us even if she wasn't here with us, she would be happy that we are happy and fulfilling our dreams, she said smiling. Yuki. You're right. So arriving at a big house in Manhattan where the two get off and enter their house where Kurumi was serving food and there are Rai-san looking at her cell phone. Kurumi. Rai-san. Hello guys. Izuku. Hello girls and Mikan. Mikan. I'm here, closing the door. Izuku. Finally we can eat something in peace without worry, smiling and sitting down. Rai-san. And after a long day. Kurumi. You'll say for me, I was making dinner and doing the housework. Mikan. I don't know why they are delicious. Yuki. Yes, and more, the Katsudon said smiling. Kurumi. Well, now let's eat, sitting down, and Izuku puts a picture of Megumi next to him. Everyone. Enjoy your meal, eating quietly and in peace forever, and everything was happiness for our club, the School Life Club, and they lived happily ever after. We see Izuku at the police school shooting in a small open field where he was shooting in the center of a board. Izuku. In the center as always, I think I'm improving, smiling and loading the gun that Leon used. Hey Izuku. Izuku. What's up, Leon, taking off his headphones. Leon. Can we talk for a moment? Izuku. He's okay, walking behind Leon where the two enter an office away from everyone. Leon. I sent for you because it is something of great importance. Izuku. Which is curious, and Leon takes out a sheet where the sheet said accepted. Leon. I'm going to read it to you, smiling. Izuku Megumi, you have been selected to be in our police force of the new Raccoon City. We give you this great opportunity so that you can defend and protect all the innocent. That is why we give you this letter, so that you know that you are selected. Congratulations Izuku Megumi, police officers like you is what we always close daily happiness Izuku, and come to the new Raccoon City police station, greetings, and we will be waiting for you with our arms super open. Congratulations Izuku Megumi said, reading smiling, leaving Izuku in shock since he was accepted into a police station. Izuku. Wow, really, said happily. Leon. Yes Izuku, really accepted you, go, at your 20 years you will already be a policeman. Izuku. Thank you very much Lion for being my teacher, he said smiling, hugging Izuku. Leon. You're welcome Izuku, I know you would achieve it. Izuku. Well, I have to give this news to Yuki, said happily. 1 hour later. Kurumi. Really, Izuku, surprised. Izuku. Yes, and now I have to go to the police station for a few days to be interviewed. Rai-san. Congratulations Izuku, you did it. Mikan. Finally you will be a great policeman. Yuki. Congratulations my love, you did it, giving him a kiss. Izuku. Thanks girls, now I have to go since they are waiting for me, he said smiling. All. Have a good time Izuku. Yuki. Oh Izuku, take, giving him Megumi's necklace so that mom can protect you. Izuku. Thank you love, giving him a kiss. So Izuku gets into his jeep where he left the house while the girls raised their hands in farewell. Izuku. It's been more than 3 years and I still miss you mom, grabbing the necklace, but I know that with your love, you will protect me from everything. I love you mom, smiling and entering the highway heading to New Raccoon City. Advance of the egg. We see Izuku driving super fast until he arrives at the White House where he arrives quickly, gets off super fast and arrives at the entrance. Agent. Identification. Izuku. Agent Megumi, the president called me. Agent? Ahead. So Izuku runs a little to the president's office where he arrives knocking on the door receiving a pass from the president. Izuku buying as fast as I could when I saw the call. Something serious happened at the same time, something worried. President, yeah, something happened, giving him a letter where it said that they had kidnapped his daughter. Izuku Ashley surprised. President, the only thing we knew before he disappeared was that he is in Spain in a town. Izuku, how do you know he is in Spain? President. We were able to locate her thanks to her cell phone, but we didn't know anything else about her, that's why I want you to go look for her. Izuku. I don't know, Mr. President. I feel like I'm not qualified for this type of mission abroad. President. Izuku touching his shoulder, you have survived everything that happened in Japan and what happened in the new Raccoon City, that is why I want you to go, since you are the most capable for everything, you have survived everything, that is why I consider you the most capable and the best agent of all, son, that is why I want you to go save my daughter. Izuku. Bowing his head a little, it's okay, I will do it for Ashley and for everyone I love. President. I count on you, Izuku, and thank you, son, hugging Izuku. Already at the airport. Izuku. Very well, girls, my time has come to go to Spain. Kurumi. Take care of yourself, Izuku. Rai-san. Save Ashley. Nikin. Take care of yourself, Izuku. Yuki. Take care of yourself, love, hugging him and giving him a kiss. Izuku. I promise I will get home safe and sound, giving him a kiss. Well, I have to go now, but I'll see you soon. Girls. Goodbye, Izuku-kun, love. So Izuku gets on the plane to Spain. At the same time the plane took off while looking at the landscape while looking at a photo of Ashley. But he realizes that he had another photo, he sees it and is half surprised since he was looking at the photo of Megumi with Yuki and him together hugging. Izuku. It's been several years and I still miss you, mom. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.